And welcome back to another exciting episode. Another one of these, not ice with our main team. No, this is our team of members of the certain factions of the ice continent to get perhaps a different perspective or see the inner workings of such these groups that our heroes have run into. The group in particular today we are going to be focusing on is the Queen, the Thieves. And I will have 5 party members this time with me. Uh, we'll leave introductions for when we get into the nitty-gritty. I'm sure you could see them on screen, but we'll get a proper introduction later. So, just to get this show on the road, we are going to take everyone to the northern ice continent, where there is a certain village, if you want to call it that. Ruins is a more fitting name, of where the Queen, a bandit lord, who has aspirations of conquering the ice continent and turning it into a haven for bandits. And this location, the ruins, has been raided several times by the Templars of the Hallowed Flames, or the expedition societies retaliating on these ne'er-do-wells who prey upon their less experienced members, ripping them off, taking their gear, their equipment, their items. But like cockroaches, these rogues just come back again and again, and it'd be a waste to channel so many resources into just stopping them permanently, since there are more pressing matters for these other groups. But right now we go to this haven of thieves, where it smells of blood, sweat, desperation, and of course hot sauce. It's running. The taps of hot sauce are running infinitely here. We go to a ramshackle tavern called the Sweaty Embor, where the fighting pits, what these ruins are notoriously known for, with the population, where a Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee inside of a cage brawl with each other until the Hitmonlee kicks the Hitmonchan in the jaw, letting loose several teeth on the mat, on the blood-caked floor, as a bunch of cheering is heard in the audience. But we go to a table in that tavern, surrounded by 5 figures that came here on the behest of a small impidimp named Snot, who knows how, but is in league with the Queen. And so 5 professionals who are the best at what they do all sit around this table onlooking the fight. And what do we see? Starting from the familiar face, a Sneasel with a pale purple color to her.
Well, right now Robin is probably entertaining herself with one little crystal glass vial she's holding between her claws. She's spinning it around, kind of like a butterfly knife, among the 2 little claws. She's not really paying much attention to her surroundings at first glance, and she seems really focused, despite being in a rather, I suppose, casual environment for the time being.
Okay. And you are no stranger to the show. You are. How would you introduce yourself? Like yourself?
Hmm. I guess for the time being, she's not really going to introduce herself. She's gonna like first take a glance at everyone present.
I mean the player.
Ah, that's a good question, ain't it? I'm not sure how I would.
Should I just
But
call you Alex?
right, I'm Alex. Hi, I've been here before.
Yes.
Hi, mom. I'm on YouTube.
All right. Yeah. Wonderful job. We will then pan over to the second member, and that will be you, Ice. Another familiar face. Player, anyway.
Right. Well, yeah, you've got this Zangoose who's just kind of sitting in his chair, leaning back. Maybe he's enjoying the show that he's watching. Meanwhile, as he looks over at Robin, who's maybe not as preoccupied with it, and he's just, "What's the matter, sister? Why aren't you just watching the show? It's all over here." And yeah, I don't know.
All right. And you probably need no introduction. You were.
Yeah, I've been a player in the campaign so far. I'm sure my voice will be familiar to most at this point.
All right, then we pan over to quite an odd-looking figure next to Vance, the Zangoose. How would you describe this character, Geek?
Well, this character is actually sitting inside of Vance's bag, which is just sat out on the table. They're just kind of peeking over. Just it looks to be a very nicely polished and elaborate keychain with all sorts of keys of different shapes and sizes, as well as jewelry like rings and maybe a very short looking chain. Maybe there's a watch on there as well. They seem to be lazily sort of I guess the ring itself is sort of inside the bag as this lock, this elaborate lock looking thing, almost as part of the ring itself, is sort of leaning out of the bag. The lock on its face and the two spheres to the side make it look almost like, well, a face. And a very expressive one is that, as it sort of lays lazily there, just not really paying much mind to anything. You can't really tell where it's looking or where they're looking because they don't, well, they don't have pupils or anything like that. But they just seem to be lazily laying there, just. When did you say we were getting going already?
All right. Then we also need no. I guess no one really needs that much of an introduction, but you're that one, Geek. you play Sigurd. All right.
Yeah, no, this is actually that one Geek's brother.
This is this one.
Twin.
This is this one, Geek.
This is this
That
one
other
Geek.
geek.
That other Geek. Hang on, let me change my name real quick.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, that's happening. We shift over to a quadrupedal, slightly melancholy-looking Pokemon. Doc, why don't you describe what we have with you?
Sitting at another spot on the table is a Zoroark. And rather than the typical braided mane, this one has pale white fur with red tips and this wild, seemingly uncontrolled head of hair. And he's kind of tapping on the table with his claw, occasionally glancing at the fight going on out of the corner of his eye. Looks a little uncomfortable in this situation with all the noise and ruckus going on. Just kind of seems to be waiting for somebody else to get to the point of why all of us gathered here in the first place. So I am Doc. I guest starred in Dark Heroes occasionally as Phantom. Apparently, in all my fanfics, I have to have the main character be a psychic type, and apparently every time I guest star in the Crow cinematic universe, I have to play a member of the Zorro line.
Now, whose fault is that?
All right. So we have one last member here amongst us, and that would be a small lizard-like Pokemon. Riolu, why don't you describe what we see?
Sitting at the last seat of the table is, well, a very fitting person, I'll say, for this kind of like cesspool that is the Queensman. He's a black, purple-eyed Salandit, wearing a standard bit of a dusty, dirty cloak, and maybe not the most kept raggings, but he seems pretty normal. Though interestingly, to anyone who saw him outside of the Queensman, they might be a bit confused, as they recognize this face as Killy, or if you wanted to make him mad, Silly, who, as far as they were aware, was just a young tyke who was living out his life in the normal town. This is not true, and he preferred that it stay that way. He seems mostly in his element, just being here. He's having a ball just watching these two sock it out on the mat. He doesn't look like agitated or just sort of waiting around. He's just genuinely just having a good time. And as for me personally, hello again. I am Riolu Lover. I've been on the Crow's campaigns multiple times before, actually. Never as like a mainstay, but I guest star a lot. I'm not really anyone of note, I guess. I've been a fan of his works for a long time, and you've probably already heard me say all this before if you've watched any of the other Ice Continent Chronicles or Dark Heroes or whatever, so I won't bore you with that too much.
All right, very flattering. Don't undersell yourself, man. All right, so you were all called here by a little punk named Snot, an impidimp, and he told you the Queen has a job for you and told you to meet here at this designated time. Would you five be familiar with each other at all?
There's a chance I would know the others in passing. Like I'd see them and say, "Oh, yeah, I've seen that guy before," but probably would not know any of them closely.
Same.
Yeah, I think we all just sort of know each other in passing.
The only two actually would be Vance and Abath.
Yep. Given the fact that Abath is in Vance's bag, they seem fairly. They seem like they know each other fairly well.
So as this fight has just concluded with the Hitmonlee winning, as like the resounding cheer from the audience erupts, you just find you five find yourself waiting in a table with each other.
Well, I assume you brought us all here for a reason.
He's not. He told you to wait here. He told you to go here to this table.
Right.
And you just found these other four with you here.
Oh, I thought you said he was here.
No.
She's not late, is she?
Oh, nah. The Queen's never late for these things. She's on top of her game. If anything, we're early.
Always.
Abith checks one of their watches.
Would this be a functional watch, or is it coordinated?
At least one of them's functional.
It's right
well-
twice a day.
Yeah, the others are right twice a day, but this one works.
Yeah, you might be like a few minutes early, but you'd say you're on time.
Man, though, this mission comes straight from the top, doesn't it?
Didn't think as much when you arrive early and, well, no word.
What do you think she's planning on us to do?
Knowing what we're usually used for, either assassination, thievery, the usual. Probably nothing too fancy.
First, and
Be an
there's that.
infiltration. That'd be fun.
You
Yeah.
would like that over some of the other options, huh?
I'd enjoy convincing a couple people to give some information. But we'll have to see.
After a few minutes of waiting some more and seeing the ring being like them like dragging out this Hitmonchan, the lights suddenly go dark for almost a split second. And when everything turns back on, it's like nobody noticed that happened. But you notice sitting at your table are 4 other figures. Well, really only one, because one is in a seat. And that would be a black reptilian Pokemon with a long snout and a pink belly, wearing a wide-brimmed dark hat with a feather sticking out of it, a bandolier with various liquids inside of it. Could be poison, could be potions. You also notice a jewel-encrusted rapier at its side, sticking out of its hilt. Behind her are an Espeon and an Umbreon. You know these two as the Queen's right-hand Pokemon. 2 siblings. And behind her chair is a large, imposing figure, a Garchomp with several scars throughout his body, almost like constellations, and 2 blades on his forearms that look, despite their use and roughness, they look sharp and could behead anyone in a second. But he stands there stoically. The figure sitting in the chair is familiar to you, 5, but it does not look like... It's undoubtedly the Queen, but she just always sort of looks different from every time you've seen her. She raises her voice and looks at you confidently. Well, it seems I'm surrounded by the best Pokemon at their jobs. I'm sorry for gathering you on such short notice. You'll have to forgive me as... Let's just say I have another big date to attend to. But that doesn't mean you should underestimate the importance of your mission. I'll be straightforward with you. A job. 50,000 gold to be split amongst those of you who return. Sound fair?
I
Always
suppose
has.
it depends on the job, but most likely yes.
I
be
want to
okay.
say
Hmm.
I want to say Killy would have immediately like jumped back a little when this happened, but he tried to play it off like he didn't.
Yeah, just adjusting yourself in the seat.
Yeah, of course.
Very good. You're familiar with abolition, I take it. I know you are, Vance.
At least, well, a little bit of a day job.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the rest of you, have you ever been to that little fort they occupy in the west of the continent?
Can't say I have for the time being, no.
Winter
What?
shakes his head.
Would Abath have?
That's up to you. You probably haven't been in it, but...
Once or twice. You know, while Vance is working his day job.
Well, a few of my friends, let's just say, have informed me they hold an item of value to me, and I simply wish for you to steal it from me. A metal ball, black and white with a yellow stripe. Alternatively, those familiar in the circles of magic, you can attempt to use this... Well, it wasn't easy to obtain, but use this scroll on the ball using this sapphire as a component. She pulls a sapphire out of her pouch. A very expensive looking sapphire. And then just return it to me. Though it might be a little advanced for you, and it might fail, but it might be a safer alternative if it works. Now,
Out of-
what was that?
Sorry. I was about to ask, do I recognize the spell scroll if it's displayed?
Do an Arcana check if you're proficient in Arcana.
I am.
All right.
Let me just Arcana. There we go. $17.
Yes, you are familiar. It's a spell called Instant Summons.
Ooh, interesting.
What it basically does is you cast it on an object using a sapphire as the component, and if the object is not being held and the sapphire is crushed, it will appear where the sapphire was crushed.
Okay, so essentially we can, I guess, if one of us can use the scroll, we just read the spell scroll, crush the sapphire, and the item will be in our hand?
No. You
Oh.
cast the spell and then give
Right.
me the sapphire.
Okay, I see.
But like I said, it might be a little advanced for you and it might fail.
Is there any chance you can tell us more about this item? If you can, I will have a better chance of being able to locate it through my own magic.
Well, I was getting to that too. I don't know
My
too much.
apologies.
I don't know too much about it. My friends. Speaking of which, Isaac, you might want to go meet with them now. And you see the Garchomp behind her just kind of almost just lumber outside the bar, just with loud stomps. Pardon him. Now,
Simon fell.
this came at a very opportune time, as there's also a Pokemon there, a Pangoro. You might know him as Bearclaw. And you guys would know this guy too. He's kind of a paper tiger. He usually hangs around this joint, but you haven't seen him in a long time. If you find Bearclaw at that base, his real name is Bartholomew, by the way. That's why he goes by Bearclaw. I want you to kill him. Now, this isn't a priority. If you can't do it, you can't do it. But if you can, I'll throw another 10,000 gold on your reward. But not a single piece of gold if you don't bring back the ball or the sapphire attuned to the ball. Understand?
Right. Understood.
Abolition is mysterious. They're not as prosperous as the other groups. They haven't warranted my attention. They're significantly smaller. Yet they manage to keep things running. That, and they seem to have some defenses against divination magic. Quite odd, as she looks to you, Winter.
That's unfortunate.
Leonidas is the head of Abolition's Ice Continent group. He's quite formidable. I've heard some describe his battle abilities as legendary. He is currently preparing to head back to the base from Calder. This is why time is of the essence and we need to strike now. If he is to return, I'm not sure you'll be able to accomplish the mission. Any lives you take or plunder you steal is yours to do so. But as I said before, the ball is mine. I can offer you a few resources to help you along the way. But I trust you'll return with the resources you don't consume upon completion, right?
Of course.
As always.
It's always been the
No
deal.
doubt.
By the time you arrive, you should have about 8 hours to do your job before Leonidas is to return. I don't know where... I have a blueprint here of the camp, and Vance has some intel. I'm going to switch it over to the view of the map. All right. She rolls out this blueprint for you. Now, I don't know where the ball is or where Bear Claw is hiding, but I have no doubt he is in one of the small shelters. And from what I understand, there is a lower level, a sewer of sorts to the complex. I'd wager they're hiding the ball somewhere there. Or there might be more secrets they're hiding from everyone down there. In fact, I don't doubt it. I'll leave it to you five on how you wish to infiltrate this complex, but I will point out there might be a weak point you can break in underground. But you run the risk of making noise and alerting them if your methods are too bombastic. Perhaps you can go over the walls. I don't really care how you do it. I don't even care if you're caught in the act, really. As long as you complete the job, everything will be fine. But I trust a group of professionals like you will pull this off, as if you were never there. Once you have the ball, meet me in an abandoned cabin just north of the cabin. I don't know why they named it that. The tavern the Expedition Society runs. There you will reap your reward. So she hands out a just basic looking bag, and she says to you, Robin, you'll have to forgive me. My bag of holding is currently on loan right now.
I see.
And in the bag is the aforementioned scroll of instant summons and a sapphire for the component. I want you, someone to roll two people to roll a d6.
I've got one.
Got the other. Of course.
Nice.
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 Why did I volunteer? I knew my luck was bad.
And one
Cool.
more.
Six.
Working on it, it's not registering the command properly.
Oh. I mean, I can do
Are
it.
you using slash?
Yes.
Weird.
Slash.
It does not want to accept this. I can just roll a physical die if you want.
Sure. All you do is roll /R and then tab.
Yeah.
But
Tab?
yeah,
Yeah.
plus /R and then press tab.
I've never had to do that in Landwell.
There you
Okay, 2.
go. All right. So, oh no. So in that bag is 1 bottle of knockout poison. It's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or the target will become unconscious until they're damaged or woken up. And there's 2 normal poisons, which is just a DC 15 con save, or they suffer the poison condition.
What kind of...
There are some boots of elven kind, a cube of force, boots of flying, a hat of disguise, thunder beads, which are the necklace of fireball except thunder damage. It's just basically the same thing, just thunder damage instead of fire. And there will be 6 on there. There is a potion of invulnerability and a potion of invisibility.
Real quick question. What kind of poisons are there? Are there injury poisons? Are they contact poisons?
They're injury. You need to
Injury.
coat your weapon. Yeah. Hit something with it.
The basic ones. That includes a knockout or...
The knockout can also be ingested as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All
right. I will take you to the complex. So Vance is actually an assassin, correct? And he has been working as a cook due to his features, and he knows a thing or two about the complex.
Yep.
So you know this area right here is usually where you work as a cook. There are a few grates throughout this whole camp, which is kind of based in kind of there's kind of a large wall in the front, and it's kind of inside of this outcropping in a mountain. There are several grates that they all have been welded shut from what you gathered if you've gone over to them and try and pull them up. Right here is where the members of Abolition sleep. It's a lot of new recruits because, like the Queen has said, they are small, and they sleep here as well. It seems the lower ranking members sleep in here, though. There is a bell right here in this tree. This area is a Leonidas' fortress. Or fortress of just his private quarters. You don't know much about the other areas, but you have kind of seen in passing things going in and out of there. In that case, in this one, you've seen several weapons being carried in and out of here. In this one, up here, the small one, you've seen fellow members of your of the Queen's thieves being ushered in here. So you might guess it's some sort of holding cell. You've seen this is a storage room right here. This is a bathing room. You do not know what this one is, but there are 2 sentries always posted outside of it. And speaking of sentries, they're also right here in front of Leonidas' quarters. And right here, but you know for a fact that just connects to the upper part of this battlement here. Same with this one, too. It just goes over here. But it's not as guarded. There is at the top, there is another kind of cellar that has 2 of these guards. There were two buildings right here, but they were destroyed during an attack with a dragon. You do know there is another one of these Pyroar of Leonidas's kind of elite squad kind of wandering around the camp itself. You've seen her a few times. Other than that, Vance, do you have any questions about what you might have seen?
I believe I've already asked what I had previously and still don't have any new ones.
Okay. So with that, the queen bids you adieu, as lies and deceit kind of flank her as she walks out of the sweaty Embor. And you two, or not you two, you five, begin picking up some equipment that might be useful to you on top of what you got from her. And you head over to the west side of the continent using a method that is not revealed to the main party yet. All right. But I want you all to roll d10s for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So what's this?
9.
Nice.
Oh.
Yo.
Of course. 2.
Yeah,
Well,
this feels right.
All right. So, with winter being kind of acclimatized to this continent, he, and maybe a desire to to finish this mission as fast as possible, you find you actually arrive an hour ahead of schedule.
Yo.
Hey yo.
Now,
Nice.
I'm going to introduce everyone to what we are going to be using here. So, we have over here our alert and time. So, through the course of this one shot, every hour will be tracked with an exclamation mark. If you're dilly-dallying too much or you're wasting too much time, it's going to go up, or of course it'll go up during a short rest. But once it hits, once they all light up, once they all light up, Leonidas will return to the camp, and he is a very shrewd tracker. So good luck with that once he shows up.
Right, so we have 8 hours before.
Well, you have 9 hours because
Right, because we're one ahead of schedule.
yeah. All right, and we have the alert. So every time something suspicious is found, or you make too much noise, you're being too bombastic, the alert will go up. And basically, if it's 1, they're going to be kind of more, well, alert. On 2, they're probably going to be actively looking for you. On 3, they are going to send in a lot of reinforcements to go look for you. And on 4, it's going to be full lockdown, meaning it's going to be pretty hard, and the encounters are going to be way harder. Well, as it goes up, the encounters are going to be harder. But right now, they are lax and do not know what you are planning.
Right.
Now, it is your decision of how you want to tackle this. You are there. You can take the underground and see what you can do there, or you can try and do something with the upper level. You don't know where Bartholomew is. You don't know where the ball is.
Right, because technically this is like an underground passage that we can cross through, right?
No, this leads up to the battlements up here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so do we have a way underground immediately available to us? Do we know?
You
A
do,
way.
but it doesn't really lead into there. Otherwise, it would have already been done.
Right.
Okay.
At
So
least
just
we
if
don't
we can,
know.
at least we don't know
Yeah.
of any way underground.
I think we should start underground and see if we can find a way in from there.
Well, all right.
I suppose. Question. This is basically like a big wall, right?
Yep, it's about 20 feet high.
Okay. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm.
Gate, sort of.
This is a
Or
gate,
is-
yeah. They just open
Yeah.
it up for the...
Figured.
But yeah, so we
Okay.
want to
So
start underground.
if it matters, I could maybe see if I can find something on the inside. Uh, I could pop an invisibility and then put, just in case, go full sneaky mode and pull on the cloak or the cloak that I have,
Yeah, I could just
and
walk right into the doors.
I could climb up the wall. If not this wall because it's rocky or whatever, then this wall, and then descend and maybe see if I can find an entrance for you to come in safely.
I do want to do a little thing before we get too far ahead of this, though.
Okay.
Right.
Really quick, I just want to see something. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. It's not as long as I was hoping for, but okay. So, basically, Killy has this feature that, for all intents and purposes, is very telepathic bonds. So, before we all go in, he's activated that. So, now for 3 hours, or 3 ticks on the thing, we can all, like, talk to each other telepathically.
That's
In case
good.
that's relevant.
The good old walkie talkies.
That is very useful.
I love the soul knife.
Okay,
Wait.
so
What's the current time? Like,
yeah, what is the current time?
It's about... it would probably be about afternoon-ish, like 4 p.m.
okay.
So it's not as
Okay.
dark as the map would lead you to believe.
Right.
Okay. And again, I think I've already said this, but to reiterate, there is a way underground
Yes.
that we know of, but we don't know if it leads into this place specifically or not.
You know it does not go into... It wouldn't go into this place. Like,
Okay.
I'll full disclosure, that's how you got here. You went underground.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah. But there wasn't really any paths that led into this camp. You might be able to take down a wall, but as the queen warned, it might be a little bombastic.
Right. So we have to get in but first before we can head underground.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've got a potential plan already.
Is there anywhere in here where the wall maybe looks a bit weaker than normal that we could potentially get in that way?
Is it underground? Are you talking about underground?
Yes.
All right, I'll let you do a survival check to try and just kind of find a weak wall.
Okay. I am going to call on Marshadow to give me aid with this. Alright, tab for some reason.
Suggestions showing up.
It's because I don't have the one Sonic Link uses.
Oh.
Yeah.
18.
All right. So you guys go down and you go into the area where. Do you guys have a light source, by the way?
I have the light cantrip.
All right.
There we go.
And a lot of you have dark vision too. So.
Yeah.
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 All right, but yeah, you find a place that looks reasonably weaker than the rest of the inner cave. You think like if this wall were to go down, it maybe give you a chance to get into the camp.
All right, so into the actual camp itself rather than the gates. Cool. Problem with that's going to be noise.
Oh, I can handle that.
How are we knocking this thing down, though?
Yeah, does it look like we'd have to do anything? Like, if we just attacked it, like, would that be enough to knock it down? Does it look like?
Like, realistically, you would need... It would waste a lot of times if you want to do it manually with, like, pickaxe, but, like, a big spell, like, would do it, or explosives would do it.
How about a...
Kelly kind of just points to the necklace he's wearing around his neck right now.
I mean, I'd rather we don't do anything that involves, kablooey, because it's, that's asking for a lot of attention.
Oh,
just
as I told you, don't worry about any noise.
Wait,
Fair enough.
I'm just checking to see if silence makes everything in the area immune to the thunder damage.
Oh, that's a good point.
No.
No, but
Yeah, everything inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage. Okay, no.
Okay.
Well,
that
Pretty
won't
different
work.
option.
huh? Would have never guessed.
I mean, it's an area with no sound.
Well, but the thunder damage is only like shockwave damage.
Yeah, it's
sound.
Fair enough. So I guess we cannot do the silent booms.
No.
Unless we have a different boom. Anyone else have a different boom?
I am lacking in booms. Robin is boomless.
Nothing.
I will say, because you guys are an hour ahead of schedule, if you're all just kind of picking at it, you could make a hole to get through. A pretty tight one, but you could probably do that.
Problem is, I'm not going to be able to fit through.
I think the issue with that is having to continually recast silence.
If
Because it
if
only
you're
lasts
just
10 minutes.
if it's just a pickaxe, that's not going to be too bad. But like a big thunder thing, yeah, that's probably going to alert someone. But if it's just pickaxing, that's probably not going to get too much attention since you're underground.
Mm-hmm.
I might has an idea maybe. What if I climb invisibly and set up a rope and some pythons for you to climb?
How tall are the walls?
Well, this is in the wall. Is this in the wall underground, or is this like on the side of the...
This is the cave wall that looks kind of weak.
Yeah, this is the cave. This is underground,
Yeah.
so this isn't getting this isn't getting over the wall. This is getting under it.
Yes,
Right, but I'm
Potentially into
still
that
wondering
underground.
how tall the walls are.
they're 20 feet.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, nobody has boom.
Nobody has boom.
I'm a cleric. I don't have boom.
Clerics have boom. Okay, whatever. Fair enough.
Certain clerics.
Some clerics have boom.
Maybe.
I mean, the biggest problem is any boom is usually Alyssa's thunder.
Unless you want me to turn someone into a giant ape and have them punch their way through.
That'd be funny.
I don't think explosives and digging is gonna be the answer.
I think we could dig through.
Other option is still just like finding a way.
We've got an extra hour. We could dig through.
Okay, but that's still a whole hour though, and we're wasting an hour of telepathy.
It's an
Oh,
hour
you're
of 9.
right.
Yeah, we do waste that, but
We'd only have 2 hours after the fact.
You can reapply it.
mhm.
It does take resources, but yes, I can reapply it.
Yeah.
I
I think.
alternatively,
Oh, what's up?
I almost forgot I had this spell.
Oh.
I could use Stone Shape.
I do like the sound.
My
of
man.
That would be a good solution to this.
that.
You know,
How noisy is stone shape, though?
Probably
I don't think it is.
not that noisy.
I mean, you're not really breaking the
You're just
stone.
kind of like just opening, and if that's what he's gonna do.
Alright.
Um, before we do that though, should we perhaps get into disguise before we get under there?
Preferably.
Okay. Have I managed to get a good look at the elite guard?
You saw the two standing up on the battlement, so you'd probably know that when you kind of scouted the area. You probably don't really. Only Vance really knows what's inside there.
I'm saying is I won't need one.
Right. Well, are you supposed to be down here?
Sure.
We can.
I could always walk in through the front gate.
Yeah, I guess I could give myself a disguise as somebody who, just like a generic member of abolition.
Yeah, I'd recommend maybe someone like the Expedition Society. They're actually bringing on a lot of hires right now.
Fair enough.
It's kind of how a current day job, as it were, works.
Are they on good terms with each other?
Enough that they're willing to bring in Expedition Society cook.
We should at the very least still be relatively sneaky. We don't want to. We don't want to find anyone at all, or meet with anyone at all. But if we do, we want to be able to talk out of this
Think about it
situation.
this way: if you end up in disguise as using Expedition Society, they won't suspect it's, us being part of Queen's. Instead, maybe it's a deal gone wrong.
All right.
So,
All right. Well, I can. For those of you who need a disguise, I can provide one.
I would appreciate one for sure.
I have one, but I don't think it'd work here.
Can you target all of us with that?
Yeah, I can.
And I guess it makes sense if we're using it anyway. I might as well save on resources.
All right. So you think Expedition Society members, not the ones up on the wall? All that?
I could always just explain. Not to mention, if you disguise as, the guards, they're probably going to wonder what they have more on patrol.
Honestly, the guards probably have a tab on each other. They probably keep a list on all the recruits and the names. If some guys that look exactly like them suddenly were to show up, they'd probably interrogate us even further. If they if they think we're not affiliated with them, but rather with the Expedition Society, there would be some questioning, but they wouldn't have some way to double and triple proof our answers.
you also know, Vance, that Leonidas's kind of elites are all female. They're all female Pyroar.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your voice, that might be.
I don't think there's going to be much disguise in voices either.
Speak of yourself.
Yeah,
I can put on a female voice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you ain't confident in acting like one of them girls out there, then sorry, but they aren't gonna believe it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
how do they act?
They act. They act just very. They're very laser focused. They're very diligent. They're almost like when he's there, when Leonidas is there. They're kind of like in the flying V goose formation when he's there.
Right. I'll just kind of relay that then, just the general demeanor. Like, well, they're, typical hard-focused and always diligent.
Hard focused, diligent, stoic. I can work with that. She kind of like, or they Abath. They kind of like maybe mutter themselves for a second. It's like, all right, just give me the word. Whenever we need,
How long does the
we
spell
need that
last?
disguise.
How long does the spell last?
8 hours.
8 hours.
Goodness.
I guess there's no reason not to use it.
All right.
So wait, are we going with the pyro then, or?
Well, I can give each person a different disguise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Abath is going to go ahead. So are we doing this? We're casting seeming, and then we're gonna stone shape our way in.
I think that's the plan. Yes.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Abath is gonna cast seeming. She's going to cast seeming. So the way this works is that I choose a number of creatures within range, which is 30 feet.
Yep.
And it disguises physical appearance as well as clothing, weapons, and equipment. Oh wait, hang on.
It's basically mass disguise self.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's mass disguise self.
Yeah, but I believe you can choose one for each person, correct?
Yes, I can choose for each different person.
Yeah.
So, Abath is going to make themselves appear to be one of those Pyroar.
Okay.
Or at least similar. Maybe add like slightly different. No, they're not going to try and do anything crazy with it. They're just going to look like one of the Pyroar up on the wall. They're going to make, I guess, the rest of them look like either regular abolition members, kind of like how Vance kind of looks with the less kind of the more initiate clothing and all that.
Yeah.
Or like Expedition Society members.
It's just basically it'd probably be like kind of stage 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like that. With a
yeah.
Usually Abolition usually wears green. That's kind of their recruit colors.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what Pokemon specifically are you guys gonna be?
Pokemon random generator.
Yo.
Okay, let's see. What's the first thing that I'm getting? It is a toad school.
Yo.
What? I don't recognize that one, actually. I need to look this up.
Okay, so Toad School is based for those who haven't played Scarlet and Violet. They introduced this thing called Divergent
Oh,
Evolution.
it's the walking
Convergent.
jellyfish.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Robin is a Toad School.
Yeah.
She
Abath
basically-
made this choice consciously, by the way.
Okay.
So yeah, she just looks like this strange brown tentacle just standing there, walking all Squidward.
All right. What is everyone else?
Let's see. I guess, yeah, they're not going to question a Riolu. Everybody knows that
Yeah.
Riolu are infallible.
Yeah. There you go.
So obviously, I won't be questioned if that's what I appear to be.
All right. Vance is not doing it. Silly, what are you doing?
Keeping in line with the reptiles, I think he'd want to be a Totodile, but he'd also look kind of sickly and malnourished.
All right.
Oh,
Just to fit with the whole. In case he needs to make a poison spray, but try to framing off as a subtle thing.
And finally, Abbott, it's going to apply to you as well.
Yeah.
All right.
All the way from Klefki to Pyroar.
All right. Okay, so in a flash of jingly jangly magic, you find yourselves all. It's kind of a weird experience because it's kind of like you're wearing like a crappy Halloween costume, and it just movement just does not feel right in it with your basic anatomy. But yeah, you are donning these disguises now.
Roy is probably just gonna look at herself, and then and I would go with a stare that just screams, "Really, really?"
Billy's
What?
just gonna start laughing. Oh god, we look ridiculous.
What?
Well, I gotta say, sister, you always know how to do it. Always them tricks up them. Oh, you don't got sleeves.
We're supposed to make them. We're supposed to make it authentic, right? It's just three you and three you and me and three new recruits. Rather pathetic looking.
Got that right.
Fair enough.
Oh god.
Anyways,
Trip.
this will last
Right.
for 8 hours unless, I believe, unless I dispel it.
Yeah, I think you can
Actually.
take it down if you wish.
Okay.
So nothing we do will undo it, right?
No.
Well,
It's-
No.
So
If it's
anything that
disguised
will
itself, then
anything that cancels magic will cancel this, assuming we find those sort of defenses in there.
Clearly, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
and the main thing is also that our actual form is still there. It's just
Yeah. If you like put an
Yeah.
item in your bag, you're like kind of like clipping to like a bad video game.
Yeah. Don't bump into anyone. Be careful as you're moving around. I shouldn't be a problem for any of you, right?
Nah, we're all landing our feet.
professionals. That's why good old Queen hired us.
Right. Let's get in here.
All right. Winter is going to pull out his shield emblazoned with the symbol of Marshadow, a kind of ghostly flame. And he touches his hand to the wall and casts Stone Shape.
All right.
And assuming that this wall is not more than 5 feet thick, I am going to shape it into a door. I want it to be kind of subtle, where you're not going to notice that it's now a door unless you look closely, but something that we can open and close.
All right.
We could probably cover it with snow once we're out.
So as you raise your shield and cast a spell, the door kind of folds in on itself and makes these reshapes into this solid door that has kind of these really thin cracks on the edges.
Impressive.
And there's our escape plan.
Well, as long as we don't get caught.
I mean, how else are we gonna end up leaving? Unless we end
Right.
up just going back through the front gate.
There's always the front door. In case things go badly.
If we get caught, we might as well take the fastest route. Still, let's not plan for failure and just focus on the mission.
Backup plan is always good to have, though. You never
Yeah.
know when the last mission just decides to go. Well,
You've got all the escape routes on the top floor memorized, though, right, Vance?
of course I would. Just
All right.
trust me, them pyro out there, not exactly the friendliest.
Anyhow, let's get going. And she's gonna.
Okay, which of you is the worst at stealth?
I've got a +6.
Plus 12, so I'm fine.
I got a +13, and the cloak of Elvenkind.
All right, you have that.
Yeah,
That'd
got
be me.
I got a 12 too, so
It's fitting. It's the jingling keys. That is.
yeah.
Abbott, you're going to jingle. Where are you? Where's your actual body? And like Winter's kind of poking around at this illusory pyroar, trying to figure out where Abbott's real body is.
Like
A
reaching
paw
into.
Yeah, a paw raises and just like clips into its kind of like in the chest area.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Kelly absolutely loves this.
Winter's claw taps on you, and you feel a shadowy presence washing over you, and you have advantage on stealth checks for the next hour.
Ooh.
Very nice.
With this like all this clipping, it feels very like true to Scarlet and Violet.
Yes.
what to say?
Someone said it.
Yeah.
Spoilers for the new DLC.
All right. Well, yeah, Winter touches you within this illusory pyroar, and you feel like your keys got a good greasing, and you don't feel as loud anymore.
Oh, that'll be useful.
Let's
All
never
right.
determine who took those boots.
I did take the boot.
I don't.
nut flying ones, the
anyone did,
Elvenkind.
so I guess you can take it. Yeah, the boots. I don't think anyone took them, so you can take them.
I'll just take them, honestly.
Yeah. Also, I'll make sure to put the hood on. I don't know how that'll look, but there's Toad School with the hood.
Well,
I think it doesn't.
because it's gonna look weird because if you do the clipping thing, right?
Let's see.
I mean, the hood is probably invisible technically.
Right.
I was gonna say everything that you're wearing, including your clothing, armor, weapons, other belongings, all of that.
Right, but the effect of the cloak is still applies. Like
Oh.
you're somehow hard to see.
Yeah, it's invisible, so yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know how this would look because technically everyone now has this advantage to see her even though the cloak is invisible.
At least
Huh?
isn't it in darkness or something?
It's magic. It's
Clipping is
magic.
just
All right, but anyway, there's this stone door in front of you, and once you open it, it leads to a path that goes about 60, 70, maybe even 100 feet until it stops
Okay.
at a dead end, but then goes up, where you can see some torchlight coming from a grate.
So that explains where all these grates have been. Or rather, what they're leading to.
It's just a passageway with no like other anything else.
No, it seems like a lot of the other sides have been like deliberately blocked.
Please tell me we didn't come all this way to a dead end.
There is a grate above you about 15, 20 feet up.
Has this one been welded shut?
It's like welded, isn't it?
You can't have to go check.
Well, if experience over in their little kitchen has taught me anything, they've welded these things shut. Can't say if it'll be this one too, but
Why is there just a empty passageway with nothing else?
couldn't tell you. Never been down here.
Likely a remnant from whatever this place used to be used for before they took it over. Regardless, we should see if there's a way through there.
We should also be careful. If there's lit torches, that means somehow some Pokemon would come here eventually.
It's on the surface. You see it like above the grate.
I mean, we can all understand that at this point. We're just underneath the camp. So
Right.
If
I don't know if breaking in through one of those grates is a good idea.
if you see a torch, Vance, you would know you would either be here or here.
Yeah, no. Worst part is this is gonna be below one of them ruined buildings in that place. So if we make our way through, we're just gonna end up right in the middle of the camp and easily spotted. It's gonna
Well,
be a
maybe we can see
little
if there's
bit.
anything else of use down here before we try and rethink our entryway.
Know what we might want to do. If it's any possibility to quietly open these things up, it's a good way to get out. So we could just
Hmm.
keep one of these grates open, and if things go south, we got ourselves a way out.
Another exit way. Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
The problem, obviously, is just how stuck is that sucker.
Well, I guess we can go find out. Looking forward, anything stand out about this passageway? And the fact that it's
Like I said,
got no.
it looks like there was more passages, but they've been like, it almost looks like they've been deliberately blocked off with a bunch of rubble.
Interesting.
Bunch of rubble. Okay.
In other words, too much work to get through that again, unless we want to spend more time.
Does it look like it'd be too much work?
If you're not using a magic spell or something, probably.
Hmm.
So this just kind of
Okay.
connected into its own little like sewer, whatever the heck, and then like it's just this little area, and every other route is just blocked.
Yeah.
Well then.
Hmm.
You need to figure out if there's another way in. That or it's been quiet.
Trying to think. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, we're still standing at the entrance of this passageway, right?
You're standing below the grate. If I
Oh, below the grate now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's either this one or just over here.
Okay, so looking over at these at this area, what's it? These like rubble areas.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's
From what
it's
Vance
just a
has
blocked
told,
off.
what Vance has told you during the attack of the dragon, those two buildings were just destroyed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I said,
Hmm.
if we break into the grates, there's almost certainty we'll just be spotted.
Right.
Which entirely ruins the point of the disguise. So the best we can really do is just open it as an escape plan, but I don't know what else you really want to do with it.
Well, while you try that, I'm gonna try and see what I can find behind these piles of rubble. And so yeah, what after with whatever they're trying to do, Abath is going to try and cast. Is gonna try and cast clairvoyance. To see if they can put up a visual sensor behind the pile of rubble.
Oh.
All right.
Interesting.
We'll just. There's always some like fine text to clairvoyance. I'll just tell you what you see.
Yeah, it is. It's a cast time of 10 minutes, so it's gonna take Abath a minute. So she's assuming that the rest of them are gonna try and do whatever they want to do with
Okay.
this.
Do you guys
thing.
do you guys plan on doing anything else while Abbott does this?
I mean, I want to figure out checking out the grate, but I can't exactly climb up there unless it's
It's rugged stone, so you could definitely try and climb.
I mean, I could climb if needed. I do have a climbing speed.
Yeah, right. Robin could probably get up there, no problem.
All right.
I just don't know if it should be advisable that I do unless I do it sneaky with the hood on, because then I'd have advantage on the stealth check to hide if
Yeah.
needed.
We're not really trying to open it, as we are just trying to figure out, one, is it locked? Two, can we see anything outside of it?
Right.
So yeah, I think it would be great if you were to climb up and just see if you can figure out maybe
Okay.
like what buildings are around.
Right. Basically to see where we are.
Where
like,
are we at exactly? Yeah.
All right. So you're
I
gonna
suppose I can give that a try.
climb up, and
I'm gonna try to climb up and very slowly try to peek where we are exactly.
While Robin is climbing up, I'm going to go ahead and cast guidance on her.
good
Neat.
job. All right. So you
Also,
begin.
this is gonna look super cursed because instead of like
Oh
see-
god.
basically see how it sort of clips a bit through the wall and then it just rapidly it
There's
sort
no
of
claw to be seen.
No, I like to imagine that the Toadstool is just walking up the wall.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right,
it's like there are two arms missing here in this equation.
You're like Skyrimming up the mountain.
No. You see how it clips a bit through the wall and then like it rapidly adjusts itself to just walk up the wall.
All right. So I want you to. You can easily get to the bottom of it, but
Right.
if you want to try and lift it or try and peek out, you're gonna have to make a stealth roll.
A stealth check. Got it. Do I get advantage with the cloak?
Yes. If what are the conditions of the cloak? Is it just draw and you get advantage?
It's you get it on, you put it on, and you get advantage specifically on stealth checks made to hide.
You are trying to hide right now, so yeah, you have advantage.
All right. Okay, so I don't remember how advantage work in this bot, so I'm just gonna roll twice and then add the modifier with the guidance.
All right.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So that's a 19, and then we add the guidance with the modifier.
Oh
And
no.
that,
But you've got
Mhm.
a plus 12 or plus 14.
13, and we add the
Gross.
guidance, and that's gonna be 17 plus 19. I cannot math. I
That's
think that's
30.
38.
26.
Oh, wait,
Sheesh.
Yeah. All right.
30.
Well.
36.
my bad.
So as you begin, so you feel very stealthy as you grasp the. I don't know how you're doing this in your disguise. What this looks like in disguise, I'm having a hard time visualing.
You know what you're doing, but it
yeah.
just doesn't look it.
Yeah, you grasp the from behind the illusion. You grasp the grate, and I'm gonna need you to do an athletics check to try and push it.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no, our rogue's worst weakness.
Oh no.
Looks like you already used the guidance.
We are the we cannot live bra squad essentially.
I mean, every single one of us has an 8 except for...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We cannot lift. We cannot.
Okay. Let's see.
We cannot blast.
Hold on. I'm trying to. How exactly am I trying to lift this? Is it like a tablet or stone or?
It's just a metal grate.
Can I use my crowbar to attempt to do it to give me some leverage?
Yes, you will have advantage then, and I will lower the DC.
Okay. The crowbar came in. Let's see. Does it come in clutch?
The fan of...
Oh, the natural
Oh
20.
my
died.
god!
It literally
You didn't even
died.
need it. You didn't even need it.
The
So
crowbar.
what you notice when you use the crowbar to kind of pry it open a bit is that whatever attacked the dragon, seems to have damaged the stonework around the grate, which makes it liftable. And you are able to pop it open very slightly, and you have the lip up.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
I guess I am hidden, so I would like to take a peek to see exactly where we are.
All right. I will open the map for the viewers. As you pop it up, you see a flame on your left. Right there.
Okay.
Dang.
So we're here.
Yes.
All
And
right.
this is the grate right there.
Oh, this is the one. Okay, we're here.
There doesn't seem to be there doesn't seem to be anyone around as you look, except for
Ooh.
the guards here who are not really focused on you because of your amazing 38 stealth roll.
Right.
And there's rubble there is kind of like sort of a wall here to hide behind. Like there is rubble here.
Where's the rubble? Like here
Like around this.
Yeah.
around
Okay.
this-
Around
There's
this
debris and
structure.
rubble all over the place here.
All right. Okay.
Alright.
These guards are the ones protecting the mystery zone, so they're not gonna move even if I try to distract them with minor illusion. That's gonna be a problem.
You don't want to be suspicious right now, anyhow.
The lid right now, I can keep it open, right? If
Yeah, you could because this place is in such a disarray, like you could kind of leave it open.
okay, I'm gonna leave it open slightly so that I don't have to use the crowbar again.
Yeah, you could sort of slide it to the side just like an inch or two to just easily have easy access here.
Perfect.
The escape plan. No, this is not the escape plan. It's a crowbar. It's not a pickaxe. Anyways.
I don't know who's writing all these sticky notes, by the way, but thank you.
That took me a second.
Yeah. Jokes. Anyways, she's Robin is gonna go downstairs. She's gonna climb down. She's gonna relay this information to the party that we're basically in the middle of this pile of rubble, and the only guards that are around are the ones guarding the mysterious zone, and they're probably not gonna move from their post.
Alright. So, how's about plan B? All got our disguises, we could just walk in through the front gate. Because if they're there, then I don't think they're going to be moving. Just like you said. But, a whole group of 5 Pokemon showing up just in the middle of the street like that, that's going to draw too much attention.
Yeah, not to mention we don't really have any alibi to enter out of nowhere.
I am going to cut to Abath. I'll say Robin got all this stuff done. Abath finished the spell of clairvoyance and was able to project this sensor on the other side of the rubble. There's 2. Would you want it to go to the left or the right?
We'll go left.
All right. So when you do that, you see another tunnel that goes deeper into the complex.
Oh no.
It would, assuming you guys are right here, it looks like it goes kind of over here.
Right. Oh. So either we pop in this little vent and we vent out and the same guards, or we vent inside the building with the sleeping quarters, which probably not a good idea.
Actually, sleeping quarters wouldn't be half a bad idea.
I mean, it depends on if there are Pokemon in there or not.
If they're sleeping, then who cares? But also, it's only the afternoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Although it is only the afternoon, which means we could just be coming and going. Although if there's
Well,
others
that
coming and
depends on
going
if
too.
there's Pokemon like hanging around in the sleeping quarters because there's some introvert or something.
Right. But that's all that they see. They just see
Yeah,
this.
it doesn't move, does it?
Um, let me see. I don't think I can move it.
What's
I'm
the
pretty sure that's
Um,
Arcanine, the one that
I
moves.
can switch between seeing and hearing.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll switch to hearing. What do I hear? So like the visuals go away and I start hearing whatever's on that side.
You would not hear anything different from what you hear in this passageway you are currently in.
Hmm.
Just kind of the ambient sound of the damp dripping,
Okay.
or just the ice.
I feel like this description of clairvoyance on Roll20 is not giving me the entire thing.
Yeah, it's probably better to check like Wikidot.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me check Wikidot. Is that really okay? No, hang on. I check.
Points.
It feels like half finished.
There we go. The sensor remains in place for the duration, and it can be attacked or otherwise interacted with.
Okay, no, that is how it works.
Yep, you can't move it.
Oh, okay, that's just all of it. Okay.
Okay. Well, for all intents and
Um,
purposes, it's there now, I guess.
yeah, it's there now. I was deciding whether or not I wanted to drop concentration.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you can't move it or anything.
no, I can't move it. I'm only seeing that. Only that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna drop concentration.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't very useful, but at least we know that leads us, well, up north.
Actually, might be pretty useful then if we want to make our way through, but that's going to take some time.
That would take too much time.
Any more little magical tricks anyone got? Maybe we can get through.
Well, if we can find some way to pass undetected through the slate that I just opened, that could work, but I don't think that's gonna fly given the location. Perhaps if we were to leave the rubble from the southwest into the sleeping quarters, perhaps they won't be able to see us from that angle, but I don't know if you'd want to take the chance.
Hmm.
We could at least see if the sleeping quarters are occupied.
You think we should just go back around and try and go in through the front?
Honestly, I could always
Vance,
talk our way in, so.
what way, when you came through, when you left last, what was the reasoning?
Just into the shift.
End of the shift? Okay.
Not really expect, or at least I would assume, Expedition Society isn't really expected to have to stay around to help out, are they?
Yeah, you don't really know you've maybe been in their sleeping quarters a couple of times when it was a late night, but you typically went back. You're just mainly spying on these guys.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, if volunteers have to stay overnight, I imagine they've got extra quarters, but. Well, we got our own disguises right now. That's a couple abolition. I don't know, we could just walk right in the front door.
Keep in
Is
mind.
that common?
Keep in mind that Abbott is currently disguised as one of the members on the Battlement.
Yeah, I
There's that
can deal
problem.
with that. I can deal with that.
All right.
Um, actually, question: how does disguise work in combination with seeming? Because neither of them have a duration, or neither of them have our concentration.
Well, they don't
So
have
would one
concentration.
override the other,
Can you?
or
Oh, I see what you're gonna say here.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
So
I'm pretty
when
sure
you
they.
drop, can you drop seeming on like a particular one?
by the looks of it, it actually doesn't look like you can drop it at all. Oh, unless you use your action to dismiss it sooner. So I can only drop it on everyone.
You can only
Oh.
drop it on everyone. I don't know how
Maybe-
you would if you're using the hat of disguise. I don't know how that would overlap with it. Wouldn't it look just kind of weird if you were another thing? Because it would be kind of like an illusion inside of an illusion.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look it
I
up.
mean, in
Actually,
that case, which illusion takes precedent?
Yeah,
I-
would an illusion take precedent, or would they just overlap?
I'll tell you what. If I'll let the disguise self take precedent if you roll a 4, 5, or 6 on a d6. 1, 2, 3
Okay.
is just gonna look like a monstrosity garbage.
6.
Yo,
Okay, yeah, yeah. The hat that you were given to by the queen seems to maybe be someone from her personal stash, and you twist it on your. Geez, how you even wearing this thing? Your key-like body, and a new disguise takes precedent.
Oh, I'm glad I haven't got access to one of these again. Let's see. So I guess she'll disguise herself as one of the just as a normal Expedition Society member as well. Let me see. Let me pull up the random Pokemon generator.
Oh, here's Rayquaza.
I generated Arceus.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, Emolga. It's an Emolga.
All right. You are now.
Actually, yeah, that's a pretty fitting Pokemon for Expedition Society.
I'll, where are you on my thing? Yeah, you are Pyroar, now Emolga. So you guys are going to the surface and gonna try and go through the front gate with your disguises?
Yeah.
apparently so. But hey, at least we have an escape route.
All right. So I will say this whole endeavor of going underground and doing all this will have taken up that free hour.
All right.
All right. So now you begin marching towards the front gate of Abolition's stronghold. And as you kind of emerge at the front gate, the two Pyroar look over the battlements, and one says, "Who goes there?"
Before Vance even walked up, it's clear like there's almost a weird shift in his demeanor as he looks up. It's Mason. We're just heading back.
Mason. Who are these? Who are these for with you?
Well, we've got a couple extra people from the Expedition Societies. We've kept hearing that you guys need more help, so they figured they'd send some extras.
I'd like you to roll a deception.
All right.
You got this.
I actually have pretty good deception. I say as I get a 14.
Well, that certainly isn't bad. I mean,
The modifier saving.
plus 11.
they begin looking at each other and said, "We weren't told of any recruits from the Expedition Society."
Well, it's always a possibility that they might have forgotten to mention it. I mean, you've seen what's been going on as of late with everyone just figuring out things. I'll have to let them know.
We did kind of come in a bit late. The Totodile mentions, as he notices his tone and pitch of voice do change a little bit from like his normal. He sounds a little younger now and a bit less unsure of himself, or more unsure of himself, I should say.
Were we not supposed to come? I thought you guys needed more help. You need more cooks? Or just recruits in general?
Talk to Gertruda inside. She'll check you out. There have been numerous accounts of the Queen's men infiltrating the Expedition Society, and we're not layabouts who are going to let that happen here, so...
Oh no, that sounds horrible.
So,
I can't imagine that
Mason,
happening.
take them to Gertruda.
All right.
She begins lowering the gates.
As they're kind of walking through, the Samolga just kind of gives a pat on the back to Mason. It's like, thanks for bringing us along. I mean, glad to help. And she's gonna give Vance Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Let's get
I guess we're gonna go find.
Let's get our funny music started.
Oh no.
All right. So you find yourselves at the front gate.
This is not what I expected at all.
Yeah, no, they caught me completely off guard.
You are inside the camp. Where do you go? One of the Pyros is kind of looking down at you as you go inside.
She said that we have to check out with
Start with G. I'm just bad at remembering names.
Gertruda.
Yeah, Gertruda. So,
You know Gertruda would probably be the roaming Pyror.
right.
You don't really know where she is, though.
In that case, it would make sense that we'll at least head towards the middle and start looking around a little bit.
Okay.
So, just head past the tree really quick, and I guess I'll head around to about this point and try to look around to see if I can spot her. So,
All right. Are you just taking the whole ensemble with you?
yeah.
All right. We'll play this by ear instead of just moving your tokens around. So you move around to this point, and are you actually looking for her?
In this case, actually, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna say through the psychic bond, you're not actually trying to find her, are you?
You gotta play up the act. If you don't do it, and you got Pokemon around there looking at us, the gate's still on us. We can't just go off on our own yet. We have to at least look like we're looking for her.
Yeah. Once we get this settled down, we can deal with all that later. If we get caught, I mean, we don't look like we actually look, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Kelly's gonna say through the bond, which I think this would go to everyone because he's the originator. Now might be a good time to start taking up a fake names, guys.
Mason, sorry, I should use your real name. Vance, you do a perception check.
All right. Plus 5. Yep. Oof.
All right. So you're looking around. Oh, what were you about to say?
Can one of us give him help if we have
Oh
expertise?
wait, I have Bardic Inspiration to spend.
Don't spend Bardic
On a
Inspiration
nat
on
one.
this
You're
perception
right. You're
check.
right.
Ari, you see no sign of Gertruda. By now you know it's that one. But what you do notice is this Pyroar looks directly at your group and seems to be staring at you.
Sorry, we're still just
What are
We're
you
trying.
trying to find Gertruda.
Hi, yeah, do you know where Gertruda is?
They look to each other. She went into she's busy.
Can I tell? Can I get an idea of how much she knows about us?
I'll let you do
Like,
an insight check.
Okay.
Oh,
27.
She seems to be slightly suspicious, but it's not like she sees through your disguises. It seems more like she's just wondering why a large group of Pokemon is just kind of cluttered together.
Well, we were told by that lady up there. She points at the one that she based her disguise off of. What's her name?
Oh,
Regardless.
you're talking about Gilda,
Yeah,
the one on the
Gilda.
Bellman.
Yeah. We were told by that nice lady that we were supposed to check in with Gertruda.
Or did you mean Gladys? Gladys is the other one on there.
Again, the Amoga points, I guess, to the right side one, the one who was. Yeah.
Oh, that's Gilda. That's Gilda.
Gilda. Okay. But yeah, whatever. It was Gilda.
All right. Yes. Well, Gertruda is currently. You caught her at a bad time. She's currently busy right now. Why did you want to see her?
that's a little unfortunate. See, I know there's a lot of us here, but Expedition Society had us come out again and wanted to bring in a few more Pokemon. So Gilda wanted us to actually go check in with just Gertrude to figure out something about Expedition Society has had a lot of Queensmen.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay, I understand now. Well, Gertruda's kind of busy right now, and do a persuasion roll. I know you're not doing anything, but this is just kind of your natural charisma.
Persuasion. All right. Plus. Glad I actually invested in this stat. Nice, 21.
Nice.
Well, are they trustworthy, Vance? Or Mason? She's in on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've met all these guys over a few times actually, and this is why I actually suggested bringing them with me, since, well, having a few cooks would be pretty helpful right now, and we're short-staffed.
I mean, Tony and Arthur are in there right now. You know those two as like two other cooks.
Yeah.
Are you cooking something special today?
Actually, yeah, there was a lot of ingredients we ended up bringing in today that figured it would be pretty good to help with just feeding the whole camp for once instead of trying to space things out. Just one big feast.
Okay. Well, this is our integrity on the line here. Mason, you're sure these four with you are good, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. You just tell them you checked in with me, and I'll vouch for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I look forward to you. If you're cooking something special, I look forward to it. She winks at you.
In that point, he's actually going to motion for everyone to head in towards the kitchen.
All right.
Via telepathy. You are so screwed if they find out.
Whoever said I had anything about keeping this job?
All right.
Fair enough.
So we are going to enter. You're going to go to the kitchen / eating room / pantry.
Yep.
So we all go to the kitchen.
All right. So you.
Yeah.
Vince is actually going to say across the bond really quick. Look, now that I've caught up with the idea of a whole feast, I think this is a great way to start taking out some of the guards. You know, just
Sprinkle a little bit of sleeping powder in there.
Oh, you already know exactly what I'm planning.
Well, that's just about right.
All right. So you walk around the building that you are familiar with, Vance, and you enter the door. It doesn't appear like there's anyone in here yet. But when you enter the kitchen, you see two figures. You see two figures in the kitchen. Small red Pokemon and a small green and tan Pokemon. You know the red one's name is Tony, an aspiring cook, and a shroomish named Arthur, who's kind of a glass half empty kind of cook. Oh, hey there, Mason.
Hey.
I love them already.
Who are these fine individuals with you?
We got a few extra hires off of the Expedition Society and bring with me, so I've already talked with everyone else about this. We're just kind of looking to feed the whole camp a bit more than usual.
Yeah, you weren't on schedule today. Hi, my name is Tony, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Oh
What are you
gosh,
saying?
it's King Dedede.
You know, there's an expression called too many cooks in the kitchen.
I mean, yeah, but look, it'll be fine.
So, what are we here? We were just going to make a nice spread of the berries and the. Some people don't like eating the fish. They think they're Pokemon too, you know.
Yeah, I've heard about that one going around camp a little bit, but it doesn't hurt to prepare it just so that way Pokemon that want their fill can get it, and the ones that don't just have the berries. So.
Okay, so what area of expertise do your friends have here?
He looks over. It's pretty. What's the word for it?
I specialize in recognizing which ingredients from the wild are safe to use.
Oh, so you did foraging?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. We just get the stuff that's shipped in from the Expedition Society. So if you have something new, then I'm sure that the rest of the group will like it. What if it's bad?
Come on, man. You already know. We just have to make do with what we got, and I mean, if it's bad, we just toss what's bad, right?
Well, we were just about to cook anyway, so I guess we could start from scratch. And what do you need us to do? You weren't even scheduled to work today. Why did you come here? Just to make this. What's the special occasion?
Special occasions. I mean, I felt like helping out a little bit, and I know I wasn't on schedule, but I decided to kind of head down anyways, and it also helped that I already had a bunch of Pokemon from the Expedition Society that, I was being told by the higher-ups that we had more people coming in. So, figured I might as well lead the way and try to explain things, because I doubt, Abolition wouldn't be too happy with just a bunch of random Pokemon showing up from Expedition Society.
Kelly's gonna step forward a little bit, and you can see sort of fidgeting with his hands or claws a little bit. They told us that we should go with someone new, with Mason, since you already know him, and we're new here and haven't been here before, so he just kind of looks down.
Okay, so what do you need us to do then?
Well, what are you cooking?
Well, like I said, we were gonna cook some fish and some salads and some berries and all that kind of stuff. But what were you guys gonna cook?
Well, given the current weather, I was thinking perhaps we could do some electric pot.
Literally Squidward.
I was thinking perhaps we could do some really big stew, cooking in a really big pot, and have everyone join in and dig in.
Oh, you're lucky I'm here then, because you wouldn't be able to heat that sucker up if I weren't here.
I should be lucky.
Right. A community melting pot.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. What do we have in here? I mean, I guess we could kind of toss a little bit of everything in, right?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in the pantry. Mason should know about. It should show you around there. He points over to a door to the left. This one.
That sounds just lovely. Mason, do you think you could show me around?
Right. Let me just. Lee, he heads towards the door and opens it up and sort of motions for those that want to look.
The strange little fella is gonna awkwardly walk in.
Oh my gosh!
You have sound effects.
Yes,
Sound effects.
You are now in the pantry.
Alright, so assuming it's just Vance and I'm gonna go. Psst. Okay, so what are we through the telepathic bond thing? What are we spiking them with?
So inside here is a for you, Robin. It's a fully stocked pantry, and you see another one of those grates on the ground.
Oh, that is interesting. I'm gonna have her. Do I use the crowbar or do I wait? Nah, I think we'd rather wait. Yeah, let's wait. We'll open it later, but I'll signify the party about it. It's like, oh, so I guess this is where the other vent led to.
Maybe it goes further down.
It
Kelly's
might.
gonna say through the bond. If you're gonna pop that open, we might want to wait until the other two are distracted.
Yeah, I was about to say, but if someone wants to come in, I could hide a crowbar so that someone comes in and can confidently open it up. Otherwise, what are we spiking them with exactly? What stuff you got?
There's various vegetables and just if you wanted to make a stew, there's like the ingredients to make one in here.
Could I make some sort of check to see what ingredients would be better suited to mask the bitter the bitter taste of the poison, because poisonous substances are usually bitter.
I mean, we don't know the.
Usually, it's just a rule of thumb.
Which poison would you be using?
Probably.
That's what I was recommend.
I mean, probably the knockout.
Right.
It'll be diluted, but knockout would probably make them all pretty sick. We could also just, of course, throw in the whole shebang.
It's literally going to be a melting pot of poison.
Oh my god.
The knockout one.
I feel like if you put too many in there, you're just gonna kill them all.
No, I think the knockout one should be enough. Don't want to bring too much attention to us. We can just claim that one of us is a faulty cook and get away with it.
Right.
Mention with the knockout poison, it'll at the very least be more akin to making him sleepy. Maybe a little sick.
Okay. If you hand it to me, I can probably cast Mage Hand, and I could probably drop it on the pot while no one's looking. If you keep them distracted, I can just have the bottle will just float on its own and downpower it in the pot.
I got an idea. I can end up asking them for help with some of the ingredients at some points.
All right, that works. That works.
What are you guys doing in there?
We're just looking over a few of the supplies here, trying to figure out what works best for a flavor profile. Do we want to use fish and go with something strong like that, or do we want to... What do you think? Savory, sweet, spicy?
Given the weather, perhaps spicy would work best.
Oh, I really like spicy.
All right. Where's it is. And with that, he's going to actually start stocking up on a few stuff because he is trying to make a stew in this case that'll end up masking the poison.
All right. So you want to make like kind of a spicy stew then?
Mm-hmm.
So, are you gonna go all in on this, or are you going to all just help make this stew, or are you gonna do something else in this time?
I'll help him and try to give the help action since I have proficiency in cook's utensils and the poisoner's kit. So whatever check it is, I think it should work.
Because
same stuff. I'm actually gonna mention saying it might be good for one of us to actually go over the supplies and make sure nothing's rotting.
Okay.
Because I will say, if you are gonna go all in on making this stew, it's gonna take 2 hours.
Oh. I mean, Okay, so the idea with that is if we spent 2 hours doing that, we could potentially get every one of the guards with this in one fell swoop.
Well, not all of them, but a large portion.
Yeah, and they'd either be feeling or like completely passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace.
I think maybe some of us could afford to at least open this little thingy, or maybe I could pop an invisibility, leave, and scout around, perhaps.
I think you should be best helping with the cooking.
Right.
I think. Let's see. I think Sorry, my mind is blanking. Abath will be trying to will be helping, but mostly in a oh hey what's this and keeping the other two distracted kind of way.
Okay, that's
New chef trying to figure out the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to figure out the kitchen, like kind of taking their attention away from what could potentially go on here or out here.
The Emolga in this case is like maybe a very inexperienced chef, but has the desire to go.
She's like really all excited and like you should like how's this work? How's this? But they're not very experienced.
Okay.
Right.
It's like their first day on the job. Like, oh no, I have to. Oh no, this is a trainee.
Trainee, yeah. Okay. In the meantime, I guess that would leave Doc and Lulu. What would you do?
Let's see here.
I mean, someone can check that grade, but it's.
I was gonna say, as the only one without a negative modifier, should I be the one prying it open?
If we do that, I'll make sure to leave the crowbar like hidden around and tell you telepathically, so you can pick it up and use it as leverage.
Vance, you would know that one is welded shut. It's one of the ones that's welded shut.
No, I don't think that one's gonna be opening up anytime soon, guys.
Tick.
Hmm.
No, we've got well, that one there, but best we just focus on this and try to play the part, huh?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get away with sneaking around without like leaving through the front door, and that's probably not happening unless.
Everyone roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
6.
Okay, there we go.
Three.
10.
3.
1.
1.
Hmm.
Oh lordy.
1 and 1.
Okay.
6,
I
3,
c-
3, 1.
I can work with this.
Oh boy.
I'm scared.
There's a loud banging at the door.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey!
Huh?
And Tony says, "Oh, just a second. Just mix it there. What was your name again?" He says to the abbot.
Patty.
Patty, just keep stirring it. It should be fine. When
Okay.
when Tony opens the door, you see a familiar figure dotting the threshold. It is a Pangoro. He just says very brazenly, very boorishly, "When's dinner gonna be ready? I'm hungry." Just wait, sir. You know, it takes time, and it's cooking is an art. The hell with that. I'm hungry. Do you have anything in here, or just give me an appetizer? Where I'm from, I just got wherever I want, whenever I wanted. Well, that's not how it works here, sir. And you could just see him fuming, and he just begins stomping out. And he just kind of gives you all a glance again, and just a curious glance, and still just kind of storms outside.
Oh man. I wanted to attempt the thingy.
Well, okay, what did you want her to attempt?
I was about this conversation was gonna happen. She was gonna look at the pantry, see if there's something she could do, like 2 minutes, right? Like just slice something out 2 minutes and then have something quick as an appetizer. And as she was gonna do that, she would look at Vance and go, "Give me some of the stuff. Don't give me the knockout strong stuff. Just give me some of the stuff."
So you,
Excellent.
I don't think you could whip up an appetizer in that. Like, you could just take an ingredient and say, "Here you go. Here's a potato." I mean, but I don't think you could whip up anything in that time.
Uh,
What about like something as simple as just sliced berries?
yeah, that works. Like it's a berry salad. A berry salad.
Okay. But in the course of that conversation,
Oh,
Do we have any? How do you say that in English? Do we have any nuts around as like as an not even an appetizer, as a snack? Like, here, have something to snack.
you don't want to give that guy anything. What was your name again? As he looks to you, the Toad School. You haven't told us any of your names, actually.
Right. I suppose you do have a point there. Name's Toad.
Wow, your parents didn't have much imagination, did they?
I never got to meet my parents, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
What a sad backstory.
right.
Don't give that guy any attention. He's been very brazen and boorish ever since he's got here.
I see.
Yeah, I can tell.
Kelly's just gonna like look at the door with a very nervous expression upon seeing this. Well, to see him walk out the door. Like, oh god, that's the big guy. That's the guy I need to be scared of.
Yep.
Hey, just over the blink, you're just gonna hear Vance. Well, if the little plan works out, and you'll knock him out too. Makes
That's
things a little easier.
convenient.
Anyway, let's go back to cooking this stew. If I'm being honest, I don't think he deserves any, actually.
I mean,
He's still a part of abolition, right? I mean, or well, I guess maybe is he not?
Well, he's new. He insisted on going through. I thought he was one of the member of those thieves, but they did a background check on him, and he seemed to check out.
Well, as Uncle Amani used to say, don't give your opinion. Give results. Doesn't matter if someone doesn't deserve to be fed or not. Someone has to feed them.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I can see you have some seasoned wisdom with you, Toad.
Thank you.
yeah, I was gonna say it's as much as it might be undeserved. I don't think anyone deserves to go hungry.
Oh yeah, let's get back to cooking, or else everyone will go hungry.
I'm doing this right?
Yeah, you just stir clockwise, not too fast, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so what are you guys gonna try and do besides make this? You're like you said you're getting this distraction going with them. What else are you gonna try and do within this 2 hours while making this stew?
Well,
The problem is if anyone needs to end up potentially making an excuse to leave for some reason, I don't know.
I have an excuse.
No?
Oh,
I could say I'm going out to forage for ingredients.
Hmm.
you do have that excuse.
Oh, okay.
I can,
Oh, go on.
and then through the telepathic link, I'm going to say I also might be able to help. Spike it.
Smells like an idiot.
Oh, I see.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm telekinetic, so
Might as well then.
In that case,
Is that what you wish to do?
yeah, that's the question. Is
yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do is if somebody can get the ingredients somewhere I can see them and keep these two distracted.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got the
I'm a
thing.
distract.
I can try to levitate them in because I can cast the mage hand is invisible and I can cast it without verbal or somatic components.
There it is. Okay, I was about to say that I have an idea to send you out on your way.
Wait, I have an idea too. I just got an idea.
Oh boy.
Considering that we're making a stew like this that's meant to be spicy, I'm gonna go into the pantry again at some point. I'm gonna go look if there's any sort of bottles that are oh gosh, I actually know what to do. Okay, I'm actually gonna look for hot sauce.
All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know you can cook with alcohol and it burns off.
Yeah. You definitely find some bottles of hot sauce in there.
Okay.
I'm
As
thinking what I might do is I'll take one of these. I can just pour the poison straight into this, so we can pour it right in.
I have a bottle. But then again, you may want to, I think using the...
mixing it with the poison bottle essentially.
Yeah.
Little cocktail. I think I have an idea to send you on your way, Doc, and make it look natural instead of I'm gonna go buy. Okay, so I'm gonna have Robin go inside the poultry to look for ingredients, and then come out completely exasperated or disappointed. When I can't believe you do not keep any wild mushrooms. How are we gonna make a decent stew without any wild mushrooms in check? And then she's gonna point to you.
Arthur gives a cold glare at you.
Oh no.
I know. This looks so cannibalistic.
Last
fact-
I checked, shroomish spores are a poor ingredient for food.
Well,
Maybe we'll do that another time.
yes, perhaps. But we don't have mushrooms in there.
Well, I don't
She's
believe
gonna ask telepathically. Wait, what was your fake name? I don't think you gave one.
Let's just go with Riley.
That works. Riley, could you go forage me some mushrooms?
That sounds rather inconvenient, but yes.
Well, you gotta bring them back fast. Dinner time's in like only an hour or so.
Right. There's one more thing I think we're missing here, and he does actually pull out the bottle of hot sauce.
Oh, yeah. We wanted to make this spicy. All right. Okay, dump it in. Dump it in, Mason.
Yeah. Did I actually say that I spiked the thing in the back room?
Yeah, you said you. I thought that. I assumed that's what you
Yeah,
did.
that was kind of the implication.
Yeah.
So, honestly, with the hot sauce here, we'll just pour the whole thing because hey, it's a giant.
It's
pot.
a giant pot. So
Yeah.
So Tony begins stirring it in, and Arthur's putting in some vegetables like carrots and potatoes. All right, so we just gotta keep this under the heat, and it should be ready. And we're gonna add mushrooms to it. Are you going out there to go get mushrooms?
Yes.
All right. So they will let you leave. Where do you wish to go?
Where do you wish to go?
Oh my.
Do I happen to have an idea of anywhere around here that would be a good place to look?
For mushrooms?
Yes. I don't care if they're edible or not. In fact, it's preferable if they're not.
Oh my
You
God.
would probably have to go outside the gates.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't have to go to, like,
Yeah.
miles and miles outside of the gates.
No, probably not that far. I'll let you do a survival check just to see if you find mushrooms, and then I'll have you roll a d6 to see if they are good or not.
Okay.
Rolls a
Are the
one. You
guards going to
find
let
those
me...
kind of mushrooms.
Oh, no. Actually, on one hand, that'd be really funny because it would, in fact, make things worse.
It would help. It would give us. It would give us an alibi. If they get sick, well, the mushrooms were poisonous.
So yeah, do a survival check for me, Winter.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and cast Guidance.
All right.
26.
Wow, that nat one. Just...
No, the one was on the Guidance.
Oh, the
die.
one was the guidance.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the one on the
Yeah.
guidance.
All right, so 26. Yeah, you definitely find some mushrooms, like kind of near the cave area where you snuck in. You were able to find some mushrooms, and I will have you roll a d6 to determine if they're edible or not.
Which one is the non-edible side?
1, 2, 3 is they're not edible. 4, 5, 6 is they're edible. They are edible. They are good mushrooms.
Oh well.
Man.
Actually, this could potentially still work. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab a few.
All right.
Oh boy.
So you gather the mushrooms. You go through the same process again. They're like, "Oh, who you? Oh, right, you're that person again." And they let you in, and you make your way back to the kitchen with your quarry. This is supposed to be the ne'er-do-well thieves mission. Here we cook.
Welcome to the cooking stream, everyone.
It's just the rule of like bad guy campaigns, as far as I know. It's
Yeah.
never as evil as you'd expect.
In terms
No.
of actually what we're doing, though, this is all under one guise of poisoning everyone.
True,
Yeah.
true. What we are doing is actually
We-
evil. It's just
Yeah. All right. You make it back to the kitchen. Oh, look at that! You found the mushrooms. Oh, you actually found them.
Toad is gonna look at them like with very pretending to look at them with the utmost scrutiny. And
I assure you, they are quite edible.
yes, that they are. Good job. You
Kelly's
never,
gonna
you
say
never
through
know.
the link. Oh, sorry, Alex. Did you want to go first?
Yeah, I just go like, yes, they seem indeed edible. Good job. You're always very reliable for foraging, indeed.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna like set them down, basically instruct somebody to chop them up and toss them in.
I'll take care of that.
Okay,
I
so
know.
now Kelly's gonna say, "Did you find any of the fun ones out there?"
They don't grow well in this climate.
Yeah, right. Nice.
The last thing we want to do is throw any of those in.
By the way, are we gonna have to this through the link as well? Are we gonna have to eat this, or is this gonna be the chef's cook eat after?
Always.
Always, okay.
I mean, I'll probably be fine. I handle poison pretty well.
I was gonna say.
You got any? Do you have any antitoxin, just in case?
Actually, I did buy up a few just before.
Perfect.
It points. Arthur points to you, Abath, and says, "Why don't you take a sip of it right now and see if it's the right temperature?"
Gosh.
The mushrooms
yeah,
are
yeah.
not safe to consume until they have been fully cooked.
Oh,
I mean, they're being chopped right now.
Oh,
They're not in the stew yet.
Is there fish in there?
oh, there was fish in there, wasn't there?
Roll a d6.
I guess.
Yeah, just Doc.
A little fishy.
2.
They have been in there for a long time.
Hang on. Okay.
Well, what are you waiting
Or
for?
what? Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, she's. Oh, what's
I'm
up?
going to. Okay, real quickly, is there anything on any of the shelves that looks like it's kind of precariously placed?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
It could fall off pretty easily.
There's various bottles and spices that are on the shelves that look like, if a cat were to jump up there, they just fall over.
Okay. Through the link to Abath, I'm going to say, I'll knock something off the shelf as a distraction.
That'll work. So yeah, she's going to walk over to the stew, go ahead and put a spoon in, kind of like spin it around a little bit more, before taking a spoonful out.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait until she's bringing it up to her mouth.
Yeah, she kind of leans in to kind of like, she kind of leans in over, just like, yeah, the whole kind of very much about to like taste and all that.
Okay, as it's getting there, I'm going to look at one of the precariously placed items on the shelf. I'm going to cast a Mage Hand, invisible with no verbal or somatic components,
All right.
and I am going to knock a jar off the shelf.
All right. So as you put this, as you're like maybe sweating bullets, putting this up to your lips, like, where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
There's a big loud smash behind you, and their heads spin around.
Yeah, and at that point, she kind of like pretends to kind of taste it, and just slowly dips the spoon back in before putting it to the side.
It's like, oh no, how did that fall over? Oh no, that was my paprika spice. Oh no.
Is everything okay?
How was it?
It's really good. It's really spicy. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good, but my paprika!
I guess
I'll-
we'll just have to get another shipment in.
Yeah, does it look like there's anything that could be used to scoop it up?
I'll get the broom. Yes, Arthur kind of goes and gets goes outside this way and gets a broom and dustpan. How did that fall over? I thought it was up there. It looked like it was secure up there.
Most of these containers do not look particularly secure.
Ugh.
Just real.
Kelly's gonna say to the what was it? What are these guys' names again?
Tony and Arthur.
Tony and Arthur.
Tony. Okay, yeah. Kelly's gonna like walk up to Tony. I'm sorry about your spice, sir.
It's okay. I'll go on.
And he just kind of like gives him a little bit of a pat on the back, like consolatory. It'll be okay.
Will he? Abbott asked in the telepathy.
I mean, that's your job, not mine.
All right. So, assuming you don't want to do anything else within this 2 hours, I will say it is with this many cooks. 2 hours have passed.
Oh, one thing.
Oh.
I do want to at least. Funny enough, I ended up buying this many. It's perfect. I have the 3 antitoxin vials. I want to end up passing off to those who need them in the middle of this. Like if anyone's going into the pantry at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that.
Since you've been kind of the ones designated to go grab ingredients while they cook, you could easily do that in the pantry, like make these exchanges in the pantry without being seen.
Excellent.
Get the chance to swig that down because that lasts for what, like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Oh, it lasts, huh?
Ooh.
Antitoxin vials are something that you have to drink beforehand.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
Oh, okay.
Some of you are, I think, are just straight up immune to poison too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Robin are poison types, so we
Oh
can't.
wait. Oh wait, then that means 3 of us are immune because I've just got immunity as a feat.
yeah.
I think it might actually be just Doc that needs it.
Yeah, I definitely need it.
No, being steel type doesn't give me immunity to
So
poison.
also.
You need
Yeah.
to do. So that's 2. So yeah, basically.
that's 2 of the 3 I got.
So basically, as soon as it's done, chug 1 down, and then you'll be safe.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
There's 1 hour, which means we will have the chance to actually pass all this out and be able to even consume it without having to worry about this.
Wouldn't the psychic bond, if 3 hours have passed since you've been here,
Oh.
would that mean the psychic bond would also expire when this thing is
It
done?
would expire
Yeah.
unless he
Yeah.
uses another one.
Yeah.
If I can see everyone here, I'll just use up another one. That will take up one of my dice to do.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got plenty.
I'll just roll this. It's a D8. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
You need to roll?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Number of
roll
hours.
for the amount of hours it goes.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
there you
Oh my
there-
god.
Now you don't need it ever again.
Granted,
Well-
there goes one of your psionic dice, but hey,
I
I mean,
think
that's
it was
the
worth
only
it.
time I'll need to spend it on this.
All right, so with hard work in the kitchen making this spiked stew, I think it's finally ready. Someone go ring the bell and tell everyone's dinner's ready.
I guess I'll end doing that.
You're gonna go ring the bell?
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna go out to the
Well, like the tree.
Yeah, the tree, and ring the bell. Is that all you're gonna do there?
I'll ring it and I'll just shout out the dinner's ready.
All right. So you begin ba-ding, 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 ringing the bell, and I don't want to clutter the map, but several members, you'd probably wager about 30, all start going into this small dining room, including our friend Bearclaw.
Oh, lordy.
Just brief question: how many of these are the new recruits, and how many of them are like the guardsmen?
It seems like only like out of all the guardsmen, like one of each of the guardsmen are going, but there's one being left on duty at all their posts.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, we
I
can
see.
work with that.
We can definitely work with that.
Yeah, so they are all going in. So like it's kind of like there is about 6 Pokemon per table as they all go in here.
Just
With 30.
Yeah.
once they've pretty much sat down, I think I'm just going to say over the link. Let's also try to at least make this more believable by also serving ourselves.
Right, we should definitely serve ourselves, yeah.
All right, who wants to do the honors of going serving this meal?
No one else.
Me.
In via telepathy, what's it? Sorry, Abath is gonna say no. Have Vance do it. He's the one who's not illusioned. Don't want anyone bumping into anyone.
Right, that's a good point.
Too crowded.
Well, if no one's going to volunteer, I guess I'll be the one to do it.
All right, I'll carry it out. And he begins lifting this pot. It's pretty hot, but he's kind of used to it since he is a fire type himself. And you go out to this room.
All right, let's start serving tables.
All right, so everyone of Abolition, you have the honor of being served by the greatest cooks the Ice Continent has to offer. Why don't you all come out here and introduce yourself? Come on, don't be shy.
Oh my god.
All right, I guess.
I'm Arthur. I helped make this.
I've been on here for a few weeks. I think you might know me as Vance. Mason.
Right.
Was that an in character, out of character?
The Pangoro kind of is still kind of like looks at you for a second and just kind of tilts his head as if he's pondering something. As if he's maybe seen you before.
Patty.
That flub was not in character.
Yeah.
No, not because of the flub, because he might recognize you. Since you are not currently disguised.
True.
You're right.
Kelly's gonna give off a bit of a to draw attention away and just go, Nicholas. He doesn't really say much else.
Patty just kind of waves and all that.
Toad just stands there, not deposing because he can, but kind of.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Is Robin T-posing behind the illusion just because she can?
You'll never know.
All right,
Oh
so
my God.
with this combination of the most elite chefs, we have made you a culinary delight that you will savor in your mouth till the end of time. So without further ado, Mason, serve these good Pokemon of Abolition so we may continue to do our good work across the Ice Continent and save all these Pokemon that those look as beasts.
We are so getting them fired.
Well spoken. Well, I hope you're all ready to dig in. And yeah, he's gonna start serving tables.
All right, so you go around, with your ladle, just pouring each bowl, and you get close to Bear Claw, and I want you to just do a deception roll. Very, very much like the persuasion roll earlier.
Just if he actually recognizes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one I'm gonna end up spending that bardic inspiration on. I can already tell you.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm spending the bardic inspiration. What was that? A D8?
Yeah.
It's in the end or is it D10?
D8.
Level
yeah, I
9 bard.
Right, yeah, it's
Yeah.
D8. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that turns into an 18.
Oof.
So I just rolled his insight, and I got a 15.
Oh.
The inspiration coming in clutch.
So he's kind of, as you're kind of going to the table, he's kind of looking at you, despite his protest about being hungry. He's just kind of staring at you for a second, and then stops and looks down at the stew and begins gobbling it up.
Nice.
Perfect.
Okay, and because I don't want to do
A bajillion.
36 con saves,
Yeah, that's a lot.
I want you to roll a D600.
Oh,
Oh,
not
This
me.
is going to constitute their HP.
Oh,
oh.
Actually,
Okay.
alternatively, you could roll 60 hundreds. Yeah.
6D100s, huh?
I guess.
Geek, do it. Roll.
Sure.
I'm gonna do this like the sleep spell.
okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Actually, there's like six
Alright.
of us. Should we all roll one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's all roll a
Ash,
D100. Well, we don't have. Well, I guess Crow can. Yeah,
Only
Crow can
Crow
roll
is the
one.
sixth
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'll roll one.
Everyone roll a D100 for bottoms up.
I got 57.
Oh my gosh.
One.
Oh,
Hi!
that's
Hi!
Ice, what is?
The most natural of natural. Actually, not
No,
natural.
how many ones is that now from? Oh my gosh.
Alex!
No, he rolled a 100. He rolled
Oh,
a
I know,
100.
never mind. Okay.
Yeah, what's
That's not actually.
Hold on. I think. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
It's like a bit more roller coaster here, guys.
33.
Okay, let me pull out the old calculator here.
Is low good in this situation or
You
high
want
good in this-
high
Oh, okay.
because it means their HP.
Yeah, we wanted high, and we kind of didn't.
I figured that. Well, if they're, whatever. Oh, okay. So this is like how much HP.
Yeah.
Damage we're
paying
doing.
for them, yeah.
So
Okay.
we got 66 plus 57.
Oh, we got below average.
36,
Yeah, very much below
plus
average.
1 plus
Could you imagine that one actually makes the difference between one getting asleep and or not?
Okay, so with the sleep spell, is it in order of the lowest HP people first?
I think it's
Yeah.
Sleep. I think it's lowest first.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
it's lowest first, I believe.
Because all the trainees are probably going to go out.
Let me see.
Um.
In ascending order of current hit points. Okay.
Oh, so it's
Wait.
from
So it's
from
lowest
lowest to
first.
least.
All
Yeah,
right.
ascending is lowest.
Let's
All
see
right.
here.
So I have to do some math right now. I'll try to go my fastest here. Okay. So there's 12.
So is this a good time to remind the public to like and subscribe?
Yeah, sure. You're watching this happen, so you can do some psychic small talk while I divvy out all this.
Hey, chat. How's it going? No.
Okay, so okay, all right. So we've already fed them all the shit, and all we have to do is just pray that this thing works. But Afterwards, then what?
Well, we can either try and get into the caverns, or we can try going through one of those doors.
Don't we want to?
I never thought to ask this, but while we were doing it, but how long is this poison gonna last?
It only says till they're unconscious until woken up or damaged. So I'm gonna say probably about an hour or two. Or I'll make it the unconscious rules and roll a d4. They'll be gone for 3 hours.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
The main thing is, I'm gonna want to pull out certain Pangoro here if he goes under.
All right. So you see all the trainees kind of doze off and just kind of face plant into their on their tables, and the elite guard. This one goes down. This one goes
Okay.
down.
2.
2.
This one goes down.
Oh.
Oh.
The rest are still up,
That's
Okay.
fine.
including the Pangoro.
That's
Okay.
fine.
That's fine.
What's happening? Everyone looks so sleepy.
Well, I guess that was a lot more filling than I thought.
The poor little fellas must be overworked as hell.
Well, I guess it's like when you eat something, you get really tired after. We should wake them all up and send them back to bed.
I think at this point we're gonna have to do something drastic, just over telepathic bond here, really quick. So is this about what we just start stabbing?
Is it?
I don't think we should,
Most of
given
them are
how
out.
many...
They're gonna try to wake him back up. We have to either distract these two now and deal with the last 3 because they're gonna be suspicious.
Mm,
We can contain everything to one area. If they get out, things are gonna go a lot worse.
Got a silent spell, right?
Yes.
I
Yes, I
see.
do.
Yeah, let's hit it.
I suppose so, yeah.
You're gonna
Just,
side.
is there anyone outside watching,
Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but, in case... Yeah, okay,
Is the
whatever.
door closed?
Yeah, fair enough.
The door is
Let me-
closed.
The door's closed, okay.
There's actually 2 doors. One to this room, one to the kitchen, and one outside.
Okay.
So, who are we
And-
taking down first?
I think the Pangoro is actually the biggest target to go for first, and that's probably my target. So.
Let's start with these cook's assistants.
Oh no! You're killing me.
I hate to say it, but they're probably just gonna run out when the fighting starts. So
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
because they're not combatants. We gotta.
Well, I mean,
I
the
don't know
thing
where
is,
exactly we are.
anyone,
We're behind
absolutely anyone could run
They don't
run
have to
outside
die
as soon as
necessarily,
the
but they
silent.
just need to be knocked.
Yeah, we don't have to make it like lethal damage,
But we
We,
could.
I think the first thing we
but we
should do,
could.
as soon as we pop silence up, we should block the door because any of them could run out of the door.
Oh yeah, well we're blocking the door. There's
Yeah,
too
we'll
many
have
of
the
us.
body block the door is the thing, but otherwise,
I mean, I'm going straight in. I'm going to end up trying to stab Pangoro and just lethal
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
yeah, I say we focus fire the Pangoro, then go after the Pyros, and then either we knock the cooks unconscious or we threaten them to, with their lives if they speak.
All right, you gotta act now. You're like it's
All
kind
right.
of they're starting to
Okay.
get up and
Yeah.
All right, so what's the plan
All right.
here?
Yep.
Pop silence.
All right,
I'm
I
going
am
to get in a stab on Pangoro before he gets any time to react.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to coat a little dagger. Well, can I coat my own hand in poison?
You kind of have your natural poison.
Yeah, this is like these are vials of my own venom that I extract.
hmm
I mean, you already get like poison damage with your claws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah,
So wait, are we all getting one action as we're starting this?
I will.
Yeah, is this like a
I will say
surprise round?
one person will get the surprise round, and then it all depends when you're in
Okay, have
initiative.
some fellas then.
Okay, then we gotta do silence then.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. That's more important.
I'm gonna try to cast silence such that it covers the room but leaves me out, at least so that I can back up to here
All
without being inside of it.
All right.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So
Yeah.
I will just say this whole room, and maybe it would be go a little outside in that case, right?
We could make both of these rooms completely silent.
But I don't know if Doc
I
actually
feel-
wants that, though.
We should make most of both of these rooms completely silent because we don't want them to get over here and then start causing noise.
Yeah.
You can cover all of the room, right? Or all this entire building, right?
Okay, I'm giving you a surprise round. Where are you putting the silence?
Can we get like a circle?
Yeah, I'll give you a circle.
40-foot diameter, so it goes from here to well, just for reference, it goes from here to like
I think it's way bigger. If it's 40.
40-foot diameter, like that.
Okay.
It's about this. It's about from those two like little dots I made above. That should be the diameter,
Okay.
just for reference sake.
I think we can still communicate through the bond in silence.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yes.
Stuff
Oh, yeah,
happening.
that's perfect.
Okay, so just basically the whole thing is silenced.
Yep.
All right.
Whoop, I don't want to grab that.
All right. We will now go into initiative.
All right, let's roll.
All right. Oh, game.
All right.
I get to do all this fun stuff.
Ah, see, this is what I expected.
No,
Nat-
Owlbear is frozen.
Oh,
All right, not
There we
20.
plus.
Oh yeah, initiative. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah, let me
8.
roll initiative.
That was an actual dice that I didn't even toss.
Okay.
I got you guys all up there if you want to put yourself in initiative.
Unnatural 20.
I got a nat 1 for the Pyroars.
Nice.
Yo.
But their dex is pretty boss, so they do get 6.
Oh wow. Okay. Actual just max. 29. I have alert. It's a plus
And the
5.
NPCs get a nat 20.
Oh.
The Toady and Arthur.
Well, boys, I hate to be the one to say this, but
No.
Okay. All right.
Just gonna put mine on the side of the initiative because it's that far off.
Yeah.
Where's the stream myself? Let's put him there. And who else is in there? The Pangoro. He got 19. All right, Vance, you are first to act as the silence pops off.
All right. Yep. No. Most important is getting that target down because if we can just get side and in one fell swoop, we're going for it.
Right.
Mate.
So you hear the dulcet tones of Tony, like, go just disappear all of a sudden, and it's your time to act.
Yep. I'm going straight for the throat with claws. You just double check everything about how this assassinate thing works. Advantage, and if it hits, it's just a crit. So
Now go.
17 plus my dex, so that's 21.
21 will hit him.
Okay, yep, we're just doing crit damage.
Woo!
And so you do max, it would be max sneak attack in that case, because we do crunchy
Yeah.
crits here.
Beautiful.
Oh, so would be like regular sneak attack and then max sneak attack on
Yes.
top of it.
Yes, that is correct.
Well
Okay.
done.
Yeah,
Murder.
welcome to Assassinate.
I think that's
So,
automatically
first
30 damage.
D6 plus the extra D6 plus strength.
Strength?
Is... No. Or not strength. It used to be a dex. So let's see. That's D6 plus 10. All right. Nice. So that's 15 on the first one, followed by... Where is it? Sneak attack. I don't have the chart on me, do I? There it is.
Should
At this
be.
level, we have 5d6, yeah, so that it's 30.
Yeah. 5d6 plus 30.
15. 44. Dang.
Oh my god.
So it's 15 plus 44.
Yeah.
All right. This is easy. It's 59.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you jump onto the table and just go from behind him and just slit his throat, and he just begins choking on his own blood. He's still standing, and but he's you don't really hear anything either. But yeah, you dealt a devastating blow to this guy. Is there anything else you would like to do?
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna at least. Okay, at this point, I think I should honestly back up a little bit, but I want to keep the door blocked. Well, not blocked, but
Okay.
I'll just back up one space again, so that way someone else can get their strike.
All right. Then we will go to Winter. It is your turn.
Gosh, I can't do freaking anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Only thing I can do is try to... Actually, no, he's already within range. The only option I can really see that I can do to contribute to this. So would anybody else get sneak attack currently if they attacked Bearclaw?
Technically, yes, because it is 5 feet away
Okay.
from him.
Yeah, I didn't know if that counted because it's through the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought about that when I moved, but it was more just I didn't want to be in the way. One of the medium-sized creatures here when most others are small.
Okay, in that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift around through Robin, and I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff, and I'm going to attack Arthur.
Okay.
This is going to be non-lethally.
Okay.
Yes.
Bludgeon him over the head. Make an attack. It doesn't look like he's wearing armor. He's wearing a chef's
Not a
apron.
modifier I am used to using. I have stuck with this thing,
It's okay, Arthur is actually a
but it
monk.
might be enough. Well, I got a 22.
All right, that is a hit.
Alright, so he is going to take... Oh, it didn't go through. Hold on.
Oh, I see.
Okay, 7 points of radiant damage and 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
He falls over.
Oh.
Bop! Just like a shadow, you just sneak up behind him and just whack him on the back of the head with the quarterstaff, and he falls unconscious on the floor.
Yeah, I think that is going to be my turn.
All right. Then we are going to go to Abath next.
All right. Let me think. Well, there's a wall here, so I can't attack Tony, can I? Can I attack Tony from here?
You'd probably have to move to see him.
Oh shoot, I should have moved Tony into position. Oh well.
Let me see.
Good luck with him getting past us, though.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of things I can do either.
Looking at all your spells, verbal. Verbal.
I mean, I kind of knew that was the case. I think silence AoE was a lot bigger than I expected.
Still, it was very much a necessity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I can manage in this kind of situation.
Maybe you can move here and go and give it a little shank.
Yeah, I'd have to move into this square to hit Tony, right?
Yeah. He doesn't appear to be armed, and he's not armored except for a chef's apron, so...
No.
Civvy.
I'm sorry, Tony. You're going down.
Of all the people
Yeah.
that didn't deserve this.
So I'm going to, or you know what? I'm gonna rather than hit Tony, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna hit. What's this guy's name?
His name is Bearclaw.
Bearclaw, right? I'm gonna go after Bearclaw.
All right.
Don't have advantage. Okay. This 23.
All right. You're doing that with the Keyblade?
Yeah, I'm using the Keyblade.
All right. All right.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark. Well, it's Key Space Blade, so that we get away with
Key
it.
Space Blade. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hitting them with the Key Space Blade.
Yeah.
The legally distinct Keyblade.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's 8 damage to this guy.
He is in bloody territory.
Okay, I'm gonna. All right. Well, I've moved forward.
So he'll be
I'm going to. Let's see. Is there anything I can do that would be funny with my bonus action? Oh, actually, I'm gonna activate Psychic Blades. My bad.
Okay.
Woo!
I forgot that. That's how this guy works.
You forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I never expected to use it because I didn't expect to be making attacks. But I get to use a Bardic Inspiration to deal an extra 3d6 damage.
Neat.
Which results in...
Oh my
only 7
gosh.
more.
Only 7 more.
7 more. Psychic damage.
74. All right, yeah, it's like he's at the brink of his life as he's choking on his like throat hole and holding his head with his other one because of the blades that are piercing his mind.
Yeah. I don't want to be here. I'm going to take us a couple steps back. Opportunity attack be damned.
It's okay.
All
That
right.
means no one else gets an opportunity attack.
He's gonna try and he gets a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. 316. That's 10. That'll be 15 points of slashing damage. It's like he gets his claws. You try to run away and slashes you for 15 damage.
Oh.
Which type are you attuned to, or fairy or steel?
Steel. Or no, fairy, my bad.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You take all that damage.
Ow. Guys, I only have 44 HP. No, I'm fine.
You're fine. We have like
20.
a bajillion potions of healing. You're fine.
Well,
Yeah, we
29
did.
out of 44. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, Abath backs up here, and that's going to be their turn.
All right. So he sees what he definitely knows what's going on now, putting 2 and 2 together. So he's going to. He looks to almost be fighting you, but you remember this guy being kind of a paper tiger, and he disengages And he opens the window.
So is he in attack of opportunity range?
He would for Vance, yes.
Yeah, for Vance?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Fairy Lock.
Oh.
Yes!
He stays where he is. Well, he'll
Well,
take an opportunity attack if
He's gonna take an opportunity attack from Vance.
Yeah. You would not get sneak attack though, unless Tony is your ally.
No.
He doesn't have to technically be an ally. He just has to be an enemy of the person that Vance is trying to attack.
I don't think Tony is his enemy.
He's also not close enough.
Well, in a way.
Wait.
Either way.
You get an attack. You might
Yep.
with this state. You might do it if you get a good hit on him.
If you hit, his speed is 0, so...
You can do it.
Wait, did I not include proficiency?
Do it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think a 14's hitting.
A 14 would not hit him.
No.
He does get to the window and open it, but that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to say it's difficult terrain to climb out the window, so he's going to have to stop there.
Okay.
But since Fairy Lock, it means he used his disengage action, he cannot dash. Alright. Alright, so then we're going to go to Siley.
Killy. It's a hard C.
Yeah.
With its free action, he's going to speak through the bonds to Winter. Get to your magic tricks without talking, huh?
No.
I just worry about not getting hit then. Don't break the concentration. And then he's going to attack the currently fleeing Pangoro.
Okay.
So this is my special thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say... Gabagool. 13.
If a 14 didn't hit, a 13 does not hit either.
Wait, hang on. I have a
Oh.
thing for this actually. So
Oh.
one of my features, homing strikes. If you make an attack roll with your psychic blades and miss the target, you can roll one psionic die, and then them roll to the attack roll. If this causes it to hit, you expend the die.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that really quick and just roll another d8.
Alright.
Add to this.
You got this.
Okay.
17.
17 hits him.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think this gets sneak attack. He's too far away, but
I mean,
Yeah.
damage is damage.
add a little extra to this. It's feature. 10.
Okay, so how do you kill him?
Yeah.
Max damage.
Okay, so these translucent, shimmering blades appear in his hand. He throws one across. He throws one across the room into the back of his head, and you don't see any blood, but he does fall over and on his back, and you see his eyes are just whited out. They're rolled into the back of his head.
Alright. So yeah, as the blades hit him, he just kind of slumps over in front of the window that he opened. Still no sound projecting from it because the silence is so friggin' huge. But you have completed one objective.
All right, one down, one to go. And with my bonus action, because this is the thing I can do. I'm going to throw another dagger at the sweet child.
Yes.
Look, it's psychic damage. All right, if anything could be flavored as non-lethal, it'd be this.
Yeah, it's cringe damage.
Also, it wouldn't leave any visible marks. So,
Yeah.
You're right.
5 again.
5 to hit? Oh, he only has 10 AC, so you hit him.
Okay, yeah. This is a little bit less since it's my bonus action, but I think it still gets the additional. Wow, I can roll max on all of these.
Yeah.
Something commoner with the D4.
So you only got 8?
Yeah,
He's still up.
Oh,
What?
What a
Whoa!
trooper!
Oh my god, he's a Chad!
You see him like he's kind of like holding his head, doing the silent scream as these blades pierces his noggin.
He's gonna quickly go through the whispers. Shit, he's more resilient than I thought.
Robin, it's your turn.
Oh lordy, what to do here? What to do here?
I should
Well,
remind you, these pyros are still up.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
they have
I do.
seen everything that has transpired.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
They have to
Okay,
go.
so I cannot Well, I can't really use booming blade. Well, I mean, I can because it doesn't require verbal components, but it's basically pointless.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. What kind of action would it take to close the window?
Free. It's an interaction.
Okay.
There are also curtains that'll let you do that on top of it.
Okay. That works for me. So I guess bonus action disengage to not trigger any attacks of opportunity as I dash over here swiftly. And then I jump I jump over the Pangoro, use him as a sort of leverage, and then close the windows quickly, and then do a quick 180 and do a wide overhead slash to this fella.
All right. Make an attack roll.
All right. Oh boy. Okay, attack with the claw. Is this modifier specifically? Oh wait, there. 26.
That will hit.
All right. So no sneak attack, but one D. So okay, 9 piercing damage and 2 poison damage. That's 11.
11.
And I will use booming blade, but like I said, this is
Yeah.
basically pointless because silence cancels thunder damage, as we have learned.
All right. It is the Pyro's turn. They look a little frazzled because they look like they wanted to do a spell, but they are unable to.
Oh.
So instead, they are just going to move over to you, Robin, and move over to Vance. And what can they do? They cannot cast spells.
Nice.
There's not. Oh boy.
All right, so it's going to attack you once, Vance, only getting a 16.
Unfortunately, that meets.
All right, so that is going to be a D8. Ooh. That'll be 15 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And then Dread Ambusher activates. That will be 21.
As in like an attack roll? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, that still hits.
That will be just 5 more points of slashing damage.
Figure out.
And then multi-attack.
Oh.
That is 20 again.
Yeah.
That will be 10 points of slashing damage once again.
Okay. Or is it uncanny dodge? So that way I can just. I should have used then the 15.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
All right, let me recalculate all this. So half 15 ends up being what, 8?
Yeah.
So 8 and then 5 and then a 10. Okay.
And I should remind you, because it's unconventional, you do have an ability if an enemy hits you.
I do.
Unless I don't know if you waste it if you do it, but just
Um,
reminding you.
It's equal to long rest, so
You probably don't want to use it here.
yeah, I'm gonna save that for later because I think
All right.
we can deal with this. Yeah.
Robin, here comes the flurry of attacks on you.
Oh, lordy.
All right, so we got a 25.
That would hit.
Oh, a 1 damage. So that will be a total of 8.
Okay.
And then
Not gonna touch that.
then we get Dread Ambusher. That
Okay.
will be 24 to hit.
That would hit.
You'll get 4 more points of slashing damage.
How much?
4 more.
4 more. Okay.
And then multi-attack.
Alright.
Oh, that's only a 15 to hit.
That would miss.
That would miss. Okay.
I should have used Uncanny Dash on the 8. That's okay.
Oh well.
All right. Yeah, that's all she's got. We go back to the top of the round with Vance.
Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of hurting after that one, unfortunately, but I need to let the others get in position. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disengage and try to get past this Pyroar to help out Robin.
All right.
And that's blanking.
I'll make you do an acrobatics check to get over. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
okay.
kind of blocking the doorway.
20 plus.
Oh, that's a good question. Did we skip over? Did we skip over Tony's turn?
He was just kind of freaking out. I'll say he was surprised.
Yeah. Okay,
That
fair
makes
enough.
sense.
Okay.
Well, I got a 14.
Roll a d6 for me.
6. Oh, dear. 4.
Yep, that's good enough. You get over her, and it costs half your movement
Okay.
to do that little
So,
stunt.
Yeah, luckily that's fine.
But
And-
you would be leaving her range, so did you
Oh,
just
you're
get...
right.
Didn't you disengage as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm just going to disengage as a bonus action. I don't need
All right.
the bonus for anything else.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, and yes, you would be flanking.
Yep. And that's what I'm looking for. So, yeah,
So
we're just going to
it goes back.
swipe at this one. I'll just do the mods after. 14 plus... You don't include proficiency, do you? No.
22.
To hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's plus 8, so 22.
yeah, that'll hit.
Beautiful.
Go for the big damage.
Plus 4. Actually, can I just roll all this as one big...
Sure. Yeah, they don't have anything that would circumvent this, I don't think, so you can do everything.
Yep. Cool. 5d6. Yep, okay. Nice 28 total damage.
All right. That would be 39.
Very cool.
All right. You ending your turn there?
Yep.
All
I'll
right.
Stay in this flanking position.
It will be now Winter's turn.
Okay. Let's see here. What would be the best position for me to get into? I have to say, probably right here. Actually, yeah. And I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Little door blocking.
You are
Doorway
done.
dodge.
Door blocking.
And
Oh,
I
God.
Oh, wait. What else are you doing?
I was going to say I was going to pass my turn with that.
All right. Abeth, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. In that case, Abath is going to go ahead and move up. They're gonna since that's can't really do anything with my bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead and try to feint this guy.
All right. Let me remind myself.
This
Depends.
deception against passive insight.
All right.
Next attack against target.
Correct.
Yeah. Feint. Yes. You're proficient in deception.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm expert. I've got expertise. In
All right.
perception.
And their passive insight, that would be like 10 plus their insight.
Yeah.
Where's my stat block? They do not have the skill, so it'd just be their wisdom. That'd be only 13.
Oh well, I can't fail.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
my modifier's 13.
All right. So, yeah, you successfully faint. And the benefits of that is for the end of your next turn, you have +2 to hit. Your
Yep.
next attack is +2 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and capitalize on that right now.
All right.
Let's see. 19.
A 19 hits it.
Okay.
Using feint more often. That's really useful.
Is that 19 hits?
Yep, 19 hits.
Okay. That's gonna be 4 damage, but I'm gonna Psychic Blades again.
All right.
But that's not what I'm supposed to do. To do another 13 damage to them.
Oof.
Damn. So 17.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Is that all you wish to do?
Yep, that's my turn.
We will go over to Tony, who is kind of sandwiched in between everything, and he's gonna go for a window.
Man.
Are we in range to attack of opportunity?
I'll say at the very least he has cover against Winter and Abath.
That's fine.
I'm
take
going to
it.
go for the opportunity attack.
All right.
Go for the OP.
That just increases their AC. I got a 26.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, that actually hits.
Wow.
So I think he only has 2 HP left, so there's no way he cannot get away. So
No.
are you trying to kill this guy?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Not right now.
He falls down.
You just use the quarterstaff to sweep his leg, and he just falls over and knocks himself out.
All right, Bearclaw is dead. Killy.
Okay, I have a question. The door behind me,
Yes.
is it the type of door where if I put like a padlock on it, it would keep it shut?
It's a door with a knob, with a lock and key door. It's like a knob.
Okay, so I don't think that would work then. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna keep swinging then.
You could lock it with your thieves' tools. I'll say that's an option.
Oh. I have expertise in thieves' tools.
Wait, are
You
you a
want to
thief?
lock it?
No, I'm Soulblade.
Oh,
but,
right, you're Soulblade. Never mind.
Is it worth it if they're just gonna go for windows anyway? Okay. I'll try to lock it. I'll do that.
All right. So make a sleight of hand with your thieves' tools. So that will be with your proficiency. Your sleight of hand with proficiency.
I think I also have like proficiency in.
Or did you put your
thieves' tools.
expertise there?
Yeah, I did put
Isn't
my
it-
expertise there.
Okay, so it's like double your proficiency then.
Okay, so this is plus
Oh,
12
wait.
for sleight of hand.
Hmm. Oh, so it's your sleight of hand plus your proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Oh my god.
13!
Modifier save it.
You, and nothing you want to add to that? Or nothing you can add to that?
I could, but I'm kind of burning through dice fast.
Okay. I will say you were on the break of it, but maybe the tension or not hearing that satisfying click, it kind of threw you off.
Yeah. Okay, never mind then.
Well,
I'm just gonna keep. As I said, I'm just gonna keep swinging. Did that take up any actions?
I'll say that took your action to do that.
Okay, then I have to use my bonus action for this. All right. I'm gonna be swinging at the one that's targeting Vance.
All right. So.
Oh, that's not what it is.
39? One? Or 17?
It's +8. It's +8 to hit with my attack. So.
no.
No, he's talking about which target, 39 or 17.
Oh no, I was going for 39.
All right, that would a 13 would be a miss.
Yeah, figures. Okay. Well, I tried my best.
All right. We'll skip on over to Robin.
Well, I don't think I can realistically flank this fella in any way or capacity, can I?
You are
They're already
flanking.
flanked.
Hi.
Yeah, he's facing Vance, so.
Oh, he is?
No, you just have to be between the rules of flanking. You just be able to draw a line between the two people. So
You're on
like
opposite sides.
So it'd be like right here and right here, right here and right here, right here and right here.
Okay, so I guess attack with advantage.
Yep.
Alright, ping pong. Here we go. That's a 12 plus 9.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's 21. Okay. So I'm just gonna roll like all the damage in a pile together,
Okay.
assuming it doesn't take like.
I kind of wish we were playing in real life right now, just
the clacketing dice.
Here, I'll stimulate it for you.
Hang on.
Ah, yes.
Okay. So I don't have to worry about this thing resisting poison or not. To
No.
not roll it. Thank you.
They're not immune or anything or resistant, so.
Alright, so that's a total of 22 damage. Ooh, a bit low.
That fells her.
Well then.
Okay.
Do you kill her?
Gonna say maybe no because bloodstains are really hard to clean.
Okay. I'll say if you like exceed their HP, you're killing them no matter what. So
I mean, there's already a body on the ground.
yeah, I'm just saying it's a good thing that like Vance didn't attack one of the NPCs. Is what I'm saying. If you didn't want to kill them. All right, yeah, one is down.
All right. In that case, I don't think my claws count as light weapons, do they?
They count as natural weapons.
Right. I meant light weapons for 2-weapon fighting, but fair enough.
Yeah, not for that. You'd have to be carrying another light weapon.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
But if you do, you can do it all in the same attack.
Oh wait, you actually mentioned that. Oh, okay. Hold on. That changes things.
Yeah.
I guess I'll use my bonus action to I'll pull out a rapier
All right.
and use my bonus action to coat poison in it.
All right. Which kind of poison?
My normal poison. This is just the one from Poison Touch.
All right. Cool. All right.
And I'll move. This one's here. Bands is here, so I guess I'll move here to block this window.
Okay. It's her turn.
And
It will now be her turn. She kind of looks around the room. And she's going to she's just going to try and get Winter out of her way. She doesn't have Dread Ambusher anymore, but she still has multi-attack, and she cannot cast spells. It is a very good... Oh, I got a nat 20.
She has
Oh, no.
disadvantage.
Oh. Okay.
Dodge.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That will only be a 13 to hit because of that.
That will miss.
Ooh. Multi-attack. I just got a nat 1, so I'm not even going to roll the other one.
No, she goes for the illusion and it just phases through both times.
Just hits this illusionary, what are you posing as right now? Riolu?
Riolu.
Goes for your poop. What are those things? Aura sensors or whatever.
Dangly things.
Dangly thing. Your dingly
Aura
danglies.
danglies.
They just pass through. Alright, she can't do much after that, and she can't do Zephyr Strike, so... we're gonna go back to Vance.
Alright. Yeah, I think we already know where this is at. It's time to finish things off. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Alright. And this time I'm going to remember I can actually use my extra short sword as like a offhand.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and do the flank thing. It's 8.
I saw the 20.
If only.
Oh, wait, did that even roll it correctly, or did that add it individually?
It's 18 to hit. No, it doesn't add it
Oh, it
individually.
doesn't actually add it? Okay, so it's, 18.
Yeah.
You got an 18?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. And here we go. 66 plus 4. 23.
I love that, because it's just 50 even.
Yep.
Or no, it'll be 40 even.
40.
And since claws count as a light and finesse weapon, I'll just go ahead and use a short sword then as like the offhand attack. Which is just what? I don't use the modifier.
You use the modifier to hit, just not for the damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The damage is just the flat dice.
I really should have told you guys this, just so.
Okay, so that's a 19.
Yeah. What'd you get?
19.
19 hits. Yeah.
Right. And it's just a basic d6. One extra.
Yo!
Another one. So yeah, you kind of swipe her with your giant claw, and then you just kind of do a little stab with like little cheek stab. Save ring battle. Like in fact, you see that stupid friggin' snake in her face, and just want to taunt her a little bit.
I
Dink.
should have taunted. I should have.
All right, we're gonna go to Abbott next.
All right.
Or did you want to move or anything else?
No, I want to stay right here.
All right.
Wait, it's me next, actually.
Oh yeah, it's you next.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Let the cleric get the killing blow.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of my defensive stance and attack with my quarterstaff. So
The
bad
little
with this
bomb.
thing.
Oh.
That's a 19 to hit, though.
Apparently not, because you hit.
Okay. And that is going to be 6 points of radiant damage and 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
She's bloodied.
Oh.
And remind me what bloodied means for you.
It means she's at like 10%.
Okay. And somebody can stand in Arthur's space because he's incapacitated, right?
Yeah, you could just kick him aside.
Okay. Then in that case, that's going to be my turn.
All right, now Abbott.
Okay. I can. Do I get flanking bonus or no?
Yeah, you would. The way I do it, if
Okay.
someone's flanking them, then once it's there, everyone will get it, no matter where you are.
Okay.
Flanked is a condition.
I could faint, but I'm not gonna bother rolling the third d20. Well, I probably should have. That's a 15.
A 15 does not hit.
Dang, I should have.
Two would have made the difference.
Yeah, a 17 would have hit, wouldn't it?
17 is the AC.
Yeah. Oh well. All right. Well, let's see. What can I do as a bonus action? Nothing.
Bardic inspiration doesn't work because we can't hear.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I
Don't
think
worry.
it says C or here.
No, it's CN here. It's both.
Oh, I thought it was like C or. But,
I can check.
yeah.
Bardic inspiration. I'm not gonna give it to anyone anyways, but
It's just good to know.
yeah, who can hear you? It has to
Okay.
be someone who can hear you.
All right.
They don't even have to see you. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
All right. NPCs are both knocked out. Killy, it's your turn.
All right. Well, you know what time it is.
Sneak attack time?
Yes. Finally, it's my turn to rule the plethora of die.
The collective
Well,
equipment.
you have to hit first.
Yeah.
You do have advantage.
You do.
No,
That is
it's okay.
well, you have advantage.
No,
Wait,
not
yes,
yet. You have to get in melee to get advantage.
Oh.
Can I retroactively say I moved up to melee?
It's a little hard to get in the room. You'd have to make an acrobatics check.
That's
Couldn't you
pretty
just
good, I think,
kick
in-
the? Couldn't you just kick Arthur?
Oh yeah,
first?
that's true.
I could also just kick Arthur. Yes.
Yeah. Ugh. There you go.
Okay, let's try this again.
Good lord.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Wow.
No way.
Okay, the bonus action then. There.
Okay.
That did it.
Better.
Early.
Alright.
Okay.
I think there's no way you will. Well, let's see. Roll your sneak attack and damage.
You do only
Alright,
have
this
a
is,
four.
This is like 5d6, I think, at this level.
Yep.
Yes.
If you're using another d6, it's all together just 6 of
I'm
them.
doing the math for this rate.
Oh,
Nice.
Nope, that is not the thing. Hang on. I didn't.
Almost.
wait, right, I think.
What's the? You know, I'll just do it separately.
So 6.
55. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. She goes
Yeah.
down. Do you kill her?
I'm gonna say no, just for the sake of we don't really want too many bodies.
Okay.
Well,
And-
these girls are unconscious, so you know they
Yeah.
they fit the room.
We have one.
Yeah, they just had like a the mushrooms weren't good.
Yeah.
We'll just roll with that.
And I think with that, we will end what seems to be like the kitchen house slaughter.
It kind of was, honestly. Only like 2 of us took damage that whole fight.
With one of your objectives completed. And a room full of unconscious and one deceased body. How will these Queensmen tackle the theft of the Ultra Ball? What other surprises await them?
Murder and death.
Murder and death. yes.
What other ways to incorporate cooking into this?
Yeah. How do we incorporate
I
something
don't
I
know,
like?
discovered.
This was our cooking moment. We got that. We got that out so far ahead in like the Dark Heroes, where it was just like our introductory casual thing, and now it's like we've come full circle.
Our kitchen moment is all based on thievery.
Yes. This
Like oh,
to tell you guys, the audience is probably going to go on for 1 or 2 more sessions. It all depends. But yeah, I'd say this was a success here.
Yeah.
it was lovely.
We will see what happens. I think next Wednesday is when we're going to do this again.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
I can swing that.
All right. Well, I bid you all adieu and stay tuned, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.